Hello there, and welcome to another exciting adventure of the Fist. At the moment, Mastiff's just trying to get a roll a natural 19 because he's got a new ability so he can crit. So that's just what he's doing in case you're wondering what's going on with all the dice. But last time they'd killed another Hydra, which took a very long time. They got some good loot and started selling stuff. Strasner ended up going to jail. He was out and about trying to harvest corpses to resurrect again as skeletons or zombies, but the militia caught him and threw him in jail, where he then had to pay bail to get out, and also he'd left his portable hole on the floor, which is what he uses to transport his undead minions. Jerry, the local sneaky trader, kind of got hold of that and ransomed that to him for a large amount of gold. And that's pretty much where we left it. They've got 29 days to embark on their epic quest, otherwise the Order of Nagash are going to turn up and utterly just annihilate them. So they've got a few outstanding quests. Their arch nemesis Dr. Cage is still at large. We were just doing some shopping and then they were going to decide on their next level of play. So we'll just pull the players back in and we can make a start. Hey guys! We're ready to rock and roll. I see you finally got your 19.
I got my 19 and it worked. It's all green.
Just click on it just to roll the damage. I can't remember if I was fiddling around with it. I might have automatically added in your racial crit dice.
Oh my.
Yes, I've automatically added in your racial crit dice.
Where is that added in?
So you see the 16 plus 8. If you hover over the 8, that was actually a 1 and a 7. So that's your extra d12 that you roll because of your racial ability for being a half orc. Your savage crits.
My 6.
Mo sorting out on this stuff out. I can imagine going to like actual real life tabletop. It would be so confusing. Mo's just sorting this right out on this.
Dice everywhere.
Well,
no,
we
then
have to all have
counting.
little separate bags of dice. Like, oh, I critted. I get dice
My crit bag and just throw them on the table.
So, well,
instead of. Oh,
yeah,
nice.
just like that. I have a similar bag as well with many dice. I'm gonna say when we after COVID and everything, probably next year or maybe a later bit this year, we might be able to get together and do a live version. I can always bring my laptop and we can just stream it with just us lot sat around the table getting shit faced.
Oh, that's like the one thing I'm looking forward to at the end of lockdown.
Oh yeah.
Getting a real session in. Go and get a whole weekend or something. Just stream for 20 hours of every day.
It's all come to my place because it's like just me here now. Working in the house is massive.
Cool.
All the space.
Where did we end last week? We met you in the street.
Yeah, he just Strasner had just got his portable hull back after being extortioned by good old Jerry.
That guy Jerry.
He's like that. He likes his information and his gold, if nothing else.
Like the power he has.
Yes. Yeah, guys, let's go to the shop, yeah? Because I'm feeling flush with cash.
Cool. I'll meet you there. I've got things to do, and with that, I like tip my hat and get a really long, like plaited beard, and don't look like an elf anymore. I look like a quite tall dwarf, and just walk off.
At the temple mode, did you manage to track those meta stuff from the chat?
Did I what? Sorry, was I meant to do something?
No, I was wondering if those the chat that we had on the meta tracked through to here. I was wondering if I needed to have a conversation with guys at Seren Ray and get some holy waters.
Yeah, you can certainly go to the temple of Seren Ray and have a chat. 'Cause obviously, you did find that old temple where the Alpha Hydra was living. So you can always turn up to the temple and have a quick chat with them.
Good.
So in fact, well, they're going to their shops and various places. We'll do that first because you were heading to the temple first last time. So we'll do your temple business first, Wonders Long. So you've just entered the temple district. The temple of Seren Ray is a little bit smaller than all the others. It's kind of more humble and tucked away in a corner. As you walk in, you can see there's a female cleric sat in full armour with her hands crossed in front of her, sat down in front of a statue of Seren Ray, mirroring her image of kneeling down and praying.
Oh. Hey, sister.
She looks up and goes, "Hey, do I know you?"
You don't. My name is Wonders Long. I'm from the Long family. I'm part of the Fist, and we have literally just come from a very strange temple, of which, if I'm not mistaken, is north of here. I noticed being part of the Seren Ray crew, that there was an old temple, and it was inhabited by this monster. You know anything about it?
There's talk in old texts about a temple that isn't meant to be quite nearby, quite near to the coast, but it's been long ago forgotten about. Obviously, if you found this would be a great little boon to Seren Ray if we could cleanse it and get worshippers once again going to there. It used to be a great pilgrimage to go from the various towns, and that was a stop-off place for weary travellers.
That's great.
Obviously, if you could tell us the location, if you found it, we can go and cleanse it and set up a new temple. And obviously, Seren Ray will bless you kindly. And obviously, you can have access to our temple supplies as well. Been a fellow brother of Seren Ray. As she notices, she recognises the family name. The Longs have been a long-time follower and supporter of Seren Ray.
Amazing. Well, that's incredible. We've already done it. I point it out to her on the map exactly where it is, where we've cleared out.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, wonderful." She picks up a little bell, rings it, and 7 acolytes just appear from the shadows. She just gives them a hushed command, and they all just walk out the temple. She's like, "It will be done. They are going to cleanse it as we speak." She's like, "If you need any supplies, we have many things. We've just got a brand new stock of holy water. If you need some, we've got 10 vials for this. You know, it'll be a fair trade. Seren Ray will gladly let you have these holy waters for reuniting us with the temple."
Thank you very much. And you mentioned giving us some reward. What does that reward look like exactly? Is it financial? I know we can stop off, but we've already got
Well, it's more any temple services. So if you need someone, say I've got a curse, we can lift that. Obviously, maybe not quite a resurrection. That does cost quite a lot of money. But little simple things will be able to aid you. But obviously, as a follower of Seren Ray, God's work is its own just reward.
That is true. That is very, very true. So thanks for the holy water. Thanks for the blessings, and hopefully we'll stop by. And that's it. I'm going to go and join the rest of the gang.
That's wonderful, Brother Wonders. We should look forward to meeting you again. And obviously, once the temple's up and running, we will invite you to conduct a few sermons and bless the area.
What's your name?
My name is Sarah.
Sarah, nice to meet you, Sarah. I humbly bow, and then I run off to out, because I don't know where everyone is at the moment.
She returns the bow and goes back into her prayers. What's everyone else up to?
I'm going to see Cyril.
Good old Cyril. Okay, so you're at the entrance of the Thieves Guild. You know to get in there's the old door you've got to get past first. So if you can first do your well, you need to look for traps first.
Okay.
As you know, they do change the traps quite often just to catch out young wannabe thieves.
Investigation.
Investigation, yeah. So yeah, you spot that there's definitely something off about the door handle. It appears that it's got a serrated invisible knife on it that if you went to grab it, it may have severed some fingers from you. Obviously, using your thieves' tool roll from earlier, you easily managed to disarm it.
And and try and unlock the door.
You haven't been in through this entrance before, but you do manage to easily pick the lock and open the door. As soon as you go through the door, the room is completely pitch black. It's a little 3 foot by 3 foot room. It doesn't appear like there's any other doors or entrances or anything. As you step in, the front door slams shut behind you. As you're struggling with the low light, you're kind of fumbling around. You can't really see anything that would indicate, a lever or anything. As you're stumbling around, your foot does catch something in the darkness, and as you kind of feel the floor get pushed down as you step on a pressure plate, the entire floor just opens in front of you, and you end up on a familiar slide, going really fast down and down into the bowels of the Thieves Guild, and you get unceremoniously dumped on the floor, head first, in Cyril's familiar-looking office. There's a woman clad in very little clothing sat behind Cyril's desk.
Good morning, Cyril.
Gamulf, I see you've taken the another entrance today, not the main entrance. Maybe one day you'll pass the tests and actually, become an official member. I can see you did better this time than last time. There's hope for you yet. What can we do for you today?
I've come because I'm looking for a poisoner's kit and a disguise kit, and I thought someone as yourself, well versed in these arts, might be able to help me with that.
It's and also the fact that poisoner's kits are highly illegal. You won't find them anywhere else in the city, that's for sure. Yes, we carry such things as disguise kits. If you want a basic one, 100 gold. More fancy, they get up to about 500 gold. However, for the poisoner's kit, they are about 750 gold. And that does include a book that will tell you about which beast to harvest things from to create nice, potent poison.
Fantastic. Well, I guess with the disguise kit, I just need something that can add to my... I kind of doff the hat at him, and all of a sudden I look like a pirate. Just can add to this, really.
Cyril clicks her or his tongue and looks identical to you. It's like you're looking in a mirror. Even your mannerisms are being mirrored.
Yeah, exactly. I've obviously still got a ways to go until I can master it to this level. So, with the disguise kit, I guess, what do I get for what I pay?
For a basic one, you'll get a bit of makeup, things to disguise you a little bit, but for the more advanced, it's imbued with magic, so it doesn't really matter on your skills of applying it. It'll definitely help.
Where I'm going, it's important that I'm not recognised, and I need to know that I won't be recognised.
Yes, the more expensive one has a better chance in terms of if you would like a number, it would be +5 instead of a +2.
Perfect. I love it when there's a numerical value.
I thought you might. You look the type.
Yes. And okay. And I've been back a few times now. I've got in the front door. I've proven that I'm not a complete novice anymore. Is there any way that I could take on any work for the guild and perhaps return for a bit of a discount and a way of climbing the ladder?
Well, usually we wait, until people can actually find the proper way into this room before, giving people the test. But if you could perhaps, acquire a flame trap, then we could talk.
A flame trap?
Yeah, some kind of, it doesn't have to be a precise flame trap, just a trap that would cause flame damage once it was triggered. One you need to find out and about in the wild, dismantle and bring it back.
Okay. Sounds good. And with that, will I be able to get some discount? Does it come up front, trusting that I'm going to complete the task?
I'll tell you what, if you pay all now, you come back with a trap, we'll knock 200 gold off. How does that sound?
That sounds very, very fair. So I owe you 950?
Yep.
Okay, I give him the 950. Can I include in that some of the like dummy gold that we got from the man at the what's it, just to see?
You sure can.
Cool. So there's about 700 of real gold, and then about 250 of the funny gold that we got from the arena where I saw Cyril there.
Make a perception check. You notice Cyril gets a very small micro transition, like a little smile that briefly just enters the face and disappears in an instant as he puts the gold into a drawer. Other than that, he doesn't do or say anything. Gives you a wide little smirk as he puts the gold into the drawer.
Can I check that I've still got everything on me?
Yeah, absolutely. Do a perception check to see if you've still got all your shit.
Am I still wearing my trousers?
Your pants down.
As far as you can tell, nothing's missing.
Okay, perfect. And with that, I kind of take up the stuff and turn and leave. So I'm only going to minus 700. Is that okay?
Yep.
Cool. I've done that.
Okay. Yep. They'll just duffs their cap at you in their pirate hat and just goes "Arr!" and just watches you leave.
See you soon.
That's just some rum. Just pulls out some rum and starts chugging that as pirates do.
Yeah.
So you should have the disguise kit and the poisonous kit in your character sheet now on the far left. You won't have a macro or anything as yet, but you've got the
That's
kits
fine,
to click on.
Don't need it yet. But I guess if we come against anything that I might be able to harvest, if I just say that I'm checking, do I get that advantage on checks now I've got the book?
We'll see. Depends on what monster and whether it's in the book or not. But if it's
Cool.
in the book and it's got poison and it's in the book, then yes, you will get advantage on harvesting. So you know exactly what you're looking for instead of just a vague idea.
Brilliant. And does the kit come with any poison stock?
It
is there
does
enough in
not.
there to play with?
It
Okay,
comes
cool.
with vials and things to reduce and to make the powders and mix it, and a nice big leather book telling you how to mix them and in what quantities and everything. However, it doesn't come with any ingredients pre-installed.
Cool. Brilliant. And with that, I'll catch up with everyone else at Melvin's.
Okay, so everyone else is in Melvin's shop. As you walk in, he's like, "Oh, darlings, hello, wonderful! It's been such a long time. I have some new items that you may be interested in. I hope you bring gold."
Yes, I've always got gold.
Oh,
Gold
wonderful.
and also other things that we hope you might be interested in purchasing.
Now, what things do you speak of? Hey,
Yeah,
thanks, Move
happen to be
Kakaru.
to the
Or should I
market
say,
for
say
Hydra
Paulina,
heads,
that's much
does there?
easier, thanks for the follow. Some Hydra heads, you say? Or did I just mishear that? Sorry, I was distracted.
Yeah.
What did you say,
Yeah,
sorry?
Is there a market for Hydra heads?
There's not much of a market. However, you know, I could possibly run to 300 gold a head. You know, I'm sure keep them in stock somewhere. I'm sure someone will want them eventually.
But I would be very happy to deal those to you. We quite a lot, you see. We've got 32.
Ah, yes. That reminds me of some goblins that set up a Hydra farm some years back. They captured one and just kept chopping heads off, and they kept regrowing, and they had a lot of free food.
Oh, that and
Yeah,
It's
we
quite
thought
industrious.
about that.
I mean, it did end.
Hydras are horrible beasts, though.
It did end badly for them in the end. The beast got free and slaughtered about 300 of them. The entire village was lost. Whoops.
Yeah, we
Well,
dear.
came across a baby one as well, but it ended up dead, fortunately.
Ah, yes, these things tend to happen.
how much would a baby Hydra have been worth?
Alive?
Yeah.
Probably could have sold it to my friend who has a menagerie for approximately 20,000 gold.
Oh, cheers. Just it's good to know that. Everyone looked at Campbell.
Yeah, I'm still on my way, I think.
Right.
They're quite rare and elusive creatures to find, especially when they're still infantile and easily captured.
And what about dead? Any value on a dead baby Hydra?
I'm afraid not. Maybe a silver piece. They do seem to have.
I bust in the door at that point and go, "Yes, baby Hydra, tell me how much it's worth." I'm not sure you've even got enough gold in stock.
Hello. It looks like we're all here now. I was just telling your friends of the Fist, but one silver piece for a dead specimen.
But they're worth 20,000 alive, Gamorth. That's like
No,
double one
they're
silver.
worth just the same dead. He's playing, Melvin. Stop your tricksy ways. Look at this thing. And I kind of like poke it a bit. Does it smell yet? Huh?
It's getting a bit whiffy, seeing as you've been to the hood and back since then.
It's been in our bag. Or did we put it in the bag? I don't even know if we put it in the bag.
I can't remember if you put it in the bag of holding or not, or just your pocket. No, so I can give you a silver for that, but that's about it, really.
Okay. Well, in that case, we'll keep it and put the baby Hydra back in the bag. That's useful.
Yeah, we're looking to sell these 32 Hydra heads then.
Yes, we could do that. Is there anything else you've got to sell that we can add on, or?
Yes, we have some Manticore tail spikes.
And how many of them do you have?
To poison.
Huh?
They'd be used for poison.
Yes,
I
that
think we chatted about what they were for when we cut them off.
They do have a little bit
Sure,
of
they're for
poison in them,
poisoning
but not a great
Are they?
deal.
Yeah, I thought we could use them.
It's a very minor poison.
You're going to make arrows out of them.
You can certainly poison people with
I think I
manticore
was just going to make
barbs.
arrows out of them, but they were barbed.
Yes,
Weird.
they're barbed and they do have a bit of poison secreted out of the
Oh,
quill.
yeah, they're a bit bendy and stuff.
Depends on how well they've been kept.
Is Mo talking to us or stream?
I've been trying to talk to you, but apparently when I open my calculator, it muted me 'cause it's the same button for my times as my
Oh.
mute.
Okay.
Computers are hard, Mo.
They are very hard. What can I say? I'm a
See little
professional.
things.
I was attempting to say yes. The manticore barbs do have a little bit of venom inside them.
What are they worth?
They're worth.
They're 50 gold pieces.
I can give you around 45 gold a barb.
Okay, let's.
A choice whether you want
sell-
to use it. Oh.
In my little book, does it say how many is like a good amount to make some poison from, and then I'll sell the rest.
If you do an investigation check, if you want to quickly start flicking through your book.
Yeah. I'm a learned man, so I will probably land straight on the right page, or not.
It takes a while.
It takes you some time, and Melvin's getting a little bit impatient while you stood there bartering while reading a book. He's like, "I'll tell you the answer. You need 10 to make one poison arrow. They don't have a great deal of poison in the barbs. Not the
Fine,
most
I'll-
poisonous
I'll-
of creatures."
I'll sell them all. That's a lot of effort for one arrow. So I'll 18 for sale then.
Okay. Anything else?
Wonders, you collected some stuff, didn't you? Or have we already sold it? I thought you kept it when we went and saw the Hunter's Guild. I thought you had some stuff that we didn't sell.
The Razzmatazz or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
You sold that.
You sold that.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Gold for that. As did you have something you wanted to sell? Is this what we want to sell at the moment?
Yeah, I think that's it. Because the rest of my stuff, Yeah, not going to sell it.
Ah, well, that comes to just over, just under 11,000 gold. Oh,
1,000.
yeah, 11,000.
Thousand divided by 1,200 each.
How much?
200.
2,500.
1,200.
1,200.
11,400.
2,200.
Jesus Christ.
1,000. Okay.
You get 2
my
gold.
Cool, take it or leave it.
I'll take it. Okay.
Cool, this sounds great.
I think I'm good with that deal. If everyone else is.
I'm good with the
He
deal.
added the gold. Well, you pocketed it.
Yeah, I've got some gold now, Mo.
Yeah, you have got some gold now. Exciting stuff.
That gold.
Right. I need to buy some things. Now, have you prepared what I asked you to prepare for me?
Melvin looks at you. Of course, it's ready. You know, what'd you take me for? We had a deal. It's ready. Yeah, he pulls out a massive shield that's about 3.5 foot wide and 4 foot tall. As he turns it around to you, you can see that it's just emblazoned with all the different eyes that Strasner's been collected. And there's a large space in the dead center of the shield, which looks like there's space for some more. He's like, yes, just to your specification. You know, it's a rather hefty shield. It's just as you requested. It's imbued with some nice magic. As we discussed, that will be 7,000 gold.
Excellent. Now, I can see there's a big hole in the middle. Did I not give you enough eyes?
There was a few short. Yes, I mean, when you speak the command word, they'll shuffle around a bit, but there's still a little hole in the dead center, even when they are looking around. There wasn't just quite enough. I thought you'd have enough, but you seem to be one short.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a sec. Let me think about this. And I just turn around, and I just pop my eye out, and then hand it over. Will this do?
Melvin goes, yes, of course. He just puts a glove on, picks it up, puts it on in the centre of the shield, waves his other hand around a few arcane sigils, and says a few magical words. There's a bright, blinding purple flash, and the eye fuses to the centre of the shield, and he just starts like looking around sharpish in all directions.
I'm not okay with this.
Sweet.
Did you just pop out your own eye stress?
That's
Yeah.
dirty.
Now he's got a shield covered in eyes.
Yeah.
No.
Master's just like vomiting into his own mouth. Like,
Yeah. So I've still got blood dripping out my eye socket, and I'm like, guys, just wait. No, I don't need that. I don't need that. And I turn around, and I just fiddle it into my pocket and bring out what is it, Taz? Or I can't remember
The eye gouger.
eye gouger, and then I fiddle with it, and I just pop something in the eye socket, and I just blink. Oh, I've got 2 eyes now. I can see again.
Strasner puts the eye gouger up. He uses the other function of the eye gouger, which is to replace a taken eye with a magical Urtus eye, which acts just as a normal eye.
What's this all about, though? No, you riding around on a dead horse. I got on board with this. What is this?
This is my master plan. This is for my protection.
What is it, though?
It's a shield made of eyes, so I can always see my enemies when they're coming.
yeah, because eyes are always known for how rugged and good
Sturdy.
barriers they are.
It'd be like,
Always think about taking a punch in the face.
like a break.
Massive.
Think about take a punch to the face. I know what I'll block this with. My eye.
Let me just explain what magic is to you, Mastiff.
But Melvin just goes,
see
well,
this out in the
it was
field."
just a specification. I did as requested. I always do custom jobs. He paid well,
We got a shop list, have we? Like that's up to date.
And now,
Not one that's up to date, but there is one called Shop Ting. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Yeah. Do you know what good
like-
for a barbarian that's been put in stock recently, Mr.
oh, hold up, Matthew.
Yeah.
I've still got business.
Oh, that's alright. I'll massive slinks
just-
away.
I'm just wondering if you've got my boots in stock.
And which? Oh yes, I remember now. The boots. Oh yes, they're a little bit sticky, but here they are. He pulls them out from under the counter, and you hear a as he pulls them out and puts them on top of the counter. Now, as discussed, I believe that the trade was going to be for an old shoddy pair of braces you didn't need anymore.
Yeah, and I just take them off and throw them out.
Ah, wonderful. He takes the braces and goes, oh, there's your slippers, and enjoy. You know, pleasure doing business.
Thank you. Massive, it's your turn now, unless you've got chicken in the oven.
I was going to get I've got baked potatoes cooking. Jesus. Fucking hell. Right then. Yeah, going for a barbarian. Probably like some kind of body oil that'll make me more slippery or something.
You want some slippery oil?
Yeah. Like, you know, like I don't know, like a necklace that covers me in body oil at my command.
Well, you've already got
Like
a nice.
Johnson's amulet or
You've
something.
already got a very nice necklace on. It'd be such a shame to replace that necklace, would it not?
Oh, fine.
I mean,
Wow.
I can certainly make something for you, but
A hat. I've not got. Oh no, I've got that weird stone on my head, haven't I? I've got braces, belt. I don't think I've got anything on my feet. Something for my feet.
but what kind of boots would you be interested in? You know, give me an idea.
Boots of twatting.
Boots of twatting.
Yeah.
What,
like-
like to help you twat? Do bigger twats?
Yeah, they give you
or-
like a really good like, you know, help you plant your feet so that you can twat people with axes and stuff.
to help you plant your feet. So,
Yeah.
but as a barbarian, you already get advantage on planting feet when you're raiding.
Fine.
I'm not too sure what you're trying to ask for.
I don't know. You're the magic man.
Well, you
I'm
need
just a
to
simple orc.
You need to give me some idea, my friend.
What
Okay.
about
I mean,
boots of strength, Mastiff? Boots of strength, so when you
yeah,
go into that ring,
boots of strength. Do they exist?
No, but I could certainly make them. He gives you a quick look over and says, "Well, you already have an item affecting your strength. I suppose you've got room for another one. I can give you another one strength."
I think I'm full of attunement items. If that was a thing.
Yes. The problem is with boosting one's ability scores, does tend to need attunement.
What can you do for me that doesn't require attunement then?
I could make you run faster. I could make
that's
you.
not-
I've got some boots. I've got some boots that means you don't need to rest as long. So you know, usually I'm sure a man of your stature doesn't get tired very easily unless you're frothing at the mouth and whatnot. However, I do have some boots that I've just made that will stop you feeling exhausted as easily.
Can you show them to me?
Yeah, he pulls them out, and they're like they're massive, like size 12 boots, but they've got massive high heels on.
Awesome. Really pop out the calves. You know, they're really hard. That's the hardest place to add mass.
It's
So-
basically whenever you're wearing these, you'd only need a short rest to remove it at one level of exhaustion instead of a long rest. However,
Sounds banging.
you can only do that once a day, and you do have
Do they
to.
give any other benefits?
No, that's it. But you do have to be wearing the shoes at the time. You can't just like have them
how-
in your bag.
How much are they?
They're 3,500 gold.
Fucking. You got yourself a deal, and Massive spits in his hand, and it's strangely bloody, and then fucking shakes his hand.
Just before Melvin shakes your hand with his other hand, he just waves it around and casts prestidigitation, which just cleans your hand. So when he grabs it, there's no blood or spit.
Massive doesn't notice. Just shakes his hand, and then deducts 3 and a half. Fucking, I'm gonna do some maths now.
You better
Puts
do
on
that
his-
maths.
On his fucking RuPaul Drag Race boots, and
You're very silky.
very good. They're fucking nice. Surprisingly comfortable for something that's so bright. Cool. Cheers, guys. That's me.
The only thing that I really need is one of those haunted dolls, please.
Yes, we do only have the one in stock.
Perfect. Well, I'll
relatively easy to make, but let's just say the people at the temple haven't been my friend of late. It's hard to find a cleric to help me create them.
Are they not very popular with the
Well, you
the
see,
religious folk?
it takes money out of their coffers. They don't like it. They
Of
like to keep
course.
their temples running, and with their help, I can make them cheaper than they charge, and they just don't like it. They don't like the competition.
Well then, in that case, I'll take it. Nice whiskey.
That is a nice whiskey. Okay, so I believe I think it's 1,000 gold it's got on the price tag.
Yeah. I've deducted that. Send it over. Thank you very much, Melvin.
I'm not sure if this is you, Melvin, but I've got this sweet ass flail, this attachment. I don't really know. I'm not sure if this sits with you or the blacksmith.
He's like, let's have a look. This is extraordinary craftsmanship. It's definitely of dwarven origin. It's a bit beyond my craft to forge something like this. I mean, I can see it's got some enchants for certain damage. I can do them, but yes, in regards to attaching or forging a new one, that's definitely beyond what I'm capable of.
Okay, so did I understand? It's already this additional head has already got something on that gives some additional damage.
Yes, you will need to find a master dwarven smith who's well versed in the runic arts to be able to reattach that. Otherwise, if any old person does it, it won't affect the magic property. Won't be included in the weapon. It'll just be like hitting them with an extra piece of metal. So it might do a little more damage, but it certainly won't have the desired effect.
Oh, and you're not the chap to add the additional runic powers.
Do I look like a dwarf?
Wonders, I got a dwarf guy. Don't worry.
Okay, cool.
I didn't break into his house. We're still good buds.
Dude, yes.
Like I believe there's a dwarf nearby where you're staying. He may know something. These dwarven smiths tend to stick together.
I'd like to head over there as well.
All our stuff's there. We need to head there.
What was his name? Bandark, I think it was. I think that was the chap's name.
Thank you for saying that out loud.
Bandark, got that down.
Oh, nice. Me
That's a good fellow,
too,
he
the
was.
whole time. The whole time.
Any more for any more in Melvin?
I had a to-go bag from Melvin as I walked in. All the stuff I needed was on the side.
Yep, he tapped it and said, "There you are, Gamorf, as requested. You'll find it all there."
Wink, and I toss him a gold piece with a wink. Oh man, that takes me off a round number. Fine, still do it.
I'd say, is it an actual gold piece or is it one of your fancy gold pieces?
Oh no, this one's a real one.
Yeah. I just needed to know whether he needed to roll a perception check or not. That was all.
No. We can still roll a perception check. Make sure the wink was real.
Genuine.
He's going to insight you to see if it was a genuine wink.
How do I counter it?
By doing a deception.
+9. Jesus Christ.
The charismatic man.
It was a real wink.
Yeah, he definitely understands it was a real wink. He's grateful for it and the gold. He enjoys a good bit of French. He blows you a little kiss as you're leaving.
Nice. And with that, I walk out the door and make my hair green.
Nice.
Cool. Let's
Can't
go
wrong with
see.
green hair.
Let's go pick our stuff up, guys. I'm fidgety being in this city. I want to be back out on the road. Let's go see the dwarf, pick up our horses, sort out Wonder's flail. I've got the old crossbow needs some looking at, and then let's get back on the road, man. The city gives me the itches.
Yeah, I get that. So I go to the brothel, mate.
When you're not here, Joe, it looks like the weird green head in the background is talking.
Weird green head. That's mooncake, you
Mooncake.
uncultured fuck.
Chucky.
Yeah. I mean, is it uncultured to know what that thing is? I mean, possibly.
So you head
Jimmy.
back to the tavern district to Bandark's workshop. As you approach, the horses are where you left them. The gates are now flung open, and there's a large amount of smoke billowing out of the chimney. You can feel the heat even from the yard. There seems to be a lot of work going on inside. As you can hear an overlapping melody of metal being hammered out, and then the sound of it being quenched in troughs.
I'm gonna call out, Dark. What are you doing in Dwarvish?
He responds in Dwarvish. Do I know you? Nah, the voice doesn't sound familiar. I'm doing fucking work. What do you think I'm doing?
We met you the other night. These are horses that you got here.
At that,
You
you can hear a distinct thud and a rattle of metal, and then he comes striding out of his workshop, wiping his grubby hands on his apron. He's like, so it is. Sorry about the gruff welcome, but there's some dwarves around here that you just don't want to talk to, especially not this early in the morning.
Understood, but it's always nice to greet someone in their native tongue, so thought I'd give it a go.
Absolutely.
A couple of people have some questions about some work that they might want doing. A gesture over to Wonders.
Hey, Melvin. So I'm literally just dangling. I've got this flail and this flail head. I think this is kind of your people. Is there anything of which you can do to make this weapon being my primary melee weapon, the strongest cleric weapon ever?
He walks over and takes it out of your hands and starts studying. He's like, very, very fine craftsmanship. Definitely dwarven, the highest caliber. It's done by looks like possibly the best runesmith we've known for 500 years. It's called Dark Smash Thunder Smite. However, no one's seen him for over 50 years. He just disappeared from the capital dwarven city of Karak-Dor. No one's seen him since. About 50 years ago, he just disappeared. Before then, he was a rather reclusive dwarf who enjoyed a lot of ale, and he did enjoy the quiet life. Maybe it just got too much for him. It's definitely far beyond my craft to restore this artifact. Possibly the only person I know who can do it is Dark Smash Thunder Smite.
That's unfortunate. Something tells you that dude is dead. Guys, am I mistaken that there was a body? Was Dark Smash Thunder Smash and cleric by any chance?
No, it was just dwarven blacksmith, a renowned artisan in the art of making armor and weapons.
I think I found this on somebody's body. No, yeah, I found that on somebody's body. Or did I find the shoes on somebody's body?
No.
Any ideas?
What is it? The actual flail or the head you're asking me
Head.
about?
Attaching the head to the flail.
Yeah, he made the many weapons for decades. I mean, dwarves live up to 500 years. So, he could have made this 2-3 centuries ago in his younger days. And just because you found part of it on someone doesn't mean it was head. Was the body a dwarf? Did it look like an old dwarf?
Remember?
Like this, and I touch my hat, and I look exactly like Bandar, but really old. But still the same height. I've just got his head on a really tall elf body, but grey. Like this?
Human, though.
Definitely not like that, no.
Back to normal.
Have any chance of finding this, or is this a lost quest, my friend?
I'm pretty sure he's around somewhere. He liked his seclusion. He's probably holed up somewhere off the beaten track. He did like to, even though he was the best runesmith ever, he did prefer just to work on simple armor. He didn't like working on the vast scope that he could easily accomplish. And as he's talking, he like looks over at Gamulf and sees his crossbow, and he's like, And I see you bear another one of his inventions.
Oh,
He's been a
are
busy
you
dwarf.
telling me you can do nothing with this as well?
I'm afraid it's far beyond my skill set.
Well, I still want to give you our patronage, Bando. You've looked after our horses and our cart. What do you sell? Is there anything we can, I'd like to repay your kindness with some gold.
I would like
gold
to
as well.
purchase a couple of things.
Oh, well, I can do
Good.
some horseshoes, fresh horseshoes for your horses. They haven't been changed for a long time. A bit worn out. That'll be a couple of gold. That'll help. Like I say, they weren't in the way. Deliveries haven't come in yet, so it was no hassle.
Anything about body armor? Your thing?
I'd like to buy a shield, and also some manacles. We've come across a few people that have given us trouble, and it'd be a safer way to ensure that they don't escape.
Did you use your last set of manacles with that silvery thing that you took up to bed?
Well, Velma, she didn't need it. She came willingly enough.
Is
Yeah,
that-
did you hear about this band, Dark? Oh, and she didn't even charge me. I was that good, so...
Wow, that's
Yeah, and then
that's
a
an
mate tried to
impressive tale.
fucking murder us.
Yes, well...
There's always
I think that's completely unrelated.
there's always a price somewhere to pay. There's like a shield, 5 gold for a decent shield. His points he's got about 20 on the wall. He's like, take your pick. In regards to manacles, for humans, or do you sometimes capture bigger prey?
If you could give us an assortment, maybe small, medium, and a large.
Or the large will do like 9 feet. Big, large. Like about 200 gold. I've got the small and the medium, like your bog standard ones in, but for the really big ones, I'll need to custom make them. There'll be a few days.
Okay, so the small and medium we can get now.
Yeah, they're I've got plenty of them in stock. I supply the jail.
Okay, yeah, so that's 200, is it?
Yeah, and like I say, as soon as you're about and the big one's done, you can have them as well.
Cool. Yeah, I've deducted that then.
Yeah, he's like, and here's some keys as well.
Excellent. We'll need that.
It's like, they're not the best locks. I'm sure your mate here could probably get in them, but most people struggle getting in them.
I mean, as long as we'll make sure that they we'll be fine with that. What kind of enchantments I could put on it?
That's not to do with me. You'll have to speak to Melvin or someone about that. I don't do them wizardy ways.
Could you reshoe my horse while I'm here? Have you got anything that's like particularly quiet? Is there such a thing as like sneaky horseshoes?
Yeah, there's Zephyr horseshoes. I've got a few in stock. They were meant to be for some fancy lord who was visiting the Duke, but he hasn't turned up and picked them up. So, fuck that guy. I don't like lords. They do my fucking head in, all hoity-toity and bullshittery.
Yeah, me too. I hate them too.
Yeah, I mean they're not cheap. They're about a grand and a half, but it does increase your horse's stealth capabilities.
If I was to take 2 and the horse wore them on opposite sides, would it sound like a 2-legged beast approaching?
If your horse is well trained, then you could make it work. But if it's just a common beast, then I don't see it working.
Yeah. Okay. For now, I'll just take a standard set of new horseshoes. Just make sure he's well looked after.
As you've been discussing it, a few blacksmiths have come out and they've changed all the horseshoes on the horses, picked all the crap out of the hooves. They're now ready and raring to go.
Straz, do you want to pop out your horse so they can do that one too?
Yeah, I will. If it needs it. Does it need it?
Yours will be fine. It hasn't really been used so much, and it's not like it's going to get rot or anything in its hooves. So I don't think it would really need them, to be honest.
Cool. How much do I owe you, Bandar, for this whole little thing that you've sorted out for us?
5 gold for new horseshoes for all horses. I've even fixed one at spokes in your wagon that was falling out.
A gentleman and a scholar, and I give him 10 gold pieces, 10 real gold pieces, and there's a bit extra there to thank you for looking after our horses and our cart. It was some kindness that we've not really experienced much of in this town.
For saving us from those little oiks in the street the other night.
Well, there where he's like, I'll keep my ear to the ground if it comes up like about Dark Smash Thunder Smite, but it's doubtful. But yeah, I'll keep an ear out for him.
Brilliant. I kind of get on my horse. Let's go say goodbye to Gertrude before we leave. Just tell her we're going and to hold our mail.
Can I just buy from the blacksmith? Can I just top up my supplies for like weapon maintenance? Because obviously I have an intimate relationship with my axe. And
Yeah, you
weird. But
can get a few like whetstones and some oilcloths and some nice lubricant.
Indeed, how much that'll set me back, Mr. Blacksmith?
Just a gold.
The gold. There we go.
He does look at your fine axe and go, "You do know that's unnecessary with a magical weapon. They keep as sharp as the day they were forged and enchanted."
Yeah, but Samson likes a good oiling, twice a day.
Whatever keeps you happy, mate.
Yeah, fucking hell. So he's a fucking famous warrior, isn't he, Samson? Ain't you? Fucking me and Samson here. Yeah, he likes oiling twice a day. Fuck off. And the master just walks away, starts oiling his axe again.
Okay, so you ride over to Gertrude, you let her know that you're going to be gone for a bit and to hold your mail. I presume you're going to be setting off, or have you got other things to do as of yet?
Where are we planning on heading? I think we need to head back to Punt. I think about Keegan is that he's somewhere that direction. We should probably sort that situation out.
Sure.
Each seems to be ready to face some music. Actually, don't we have a delivery to make to Merwin from Tsar?
Yeah, in the bag, right?
Supplies. I don't think we got them.
No, you haven't got them yet. You need to pay for them as well.
Yeah.
They weren't cheap.
Yeah.
But as you are leaving the trade district, if you can all roll a perception check, please. You've just left the tavern. You're making your way onto the main road through the centre, just debating on whether you need to go to Tsar or not. Dvorak catches a glimpse of a gilded carriage with the familiar lightning bolt just in the corner of his eye as it goes around the corner heading out of the city.
Can you tell which direction it's heading?
You're still in the city, it's just heading to the west gate.
Okay. Guys, I just saw Dr. Cage. I was going to say Luke Cage's. Dr. Cage's carriage. I think this could be a good opportunity to try and a drop on him. I'm gonna mount up on.
Yeah, let's go.
And, start jumping after him. Moving as quickly as I can.
Okay. I mean the road is getting quite clogged at the moment as the city is waking up. Morning traffic's quite bad. You get to the very edge. You just go through the gate and you can see the carriage just ahead of you. As instead of veering west towards Punt, it starts heading north. You can see a large amount of purple energy coalescing around the carriage, and then there's like a thunderclap, and it just vanishes out of sight, leaving purple smoke trailing along the floor.
Motherfucker. Can we do any kind of Arcana check to see if we can figure out what kind of spell or where it?
Yeah, you can do a perception check to see what you saw, like who you saw in the cart, and to confirm which direction it was going, and an Arcana to see if you can tell the spell.
Is I the only one there, or did these?
I'm presuming everyone followed you, seeing as it was Dr. Cage. So Strasner can tell that it's like a more powerful custom spell of like Dimensioned, or he's ascertained it's got like a medium range, possibly it's about 20-30 miles. Seems that they've teleported. Does seem to be only like in one direction, but whichever way they were facing, it seems that's the way they've teleported.
Heading.
You did notice
north.
that there was 2 people in the carriage, and yes, they were heading north.
Oh,
Guys, I think we should go north.
Maybe we could ask somebody in the town what structures are dead ahead of north. Yeah, I think we should go north to get some information as to what is up north.
So you know for sure there's Greyskull Keep, which one of your party members has a vested interest in, and also you'd also heard rumours that the small little village / town to the northwest of Greyskull Keep had rumours of vampires.
Super.
Guys, I don't think we should go too far north.
Right?
I think that our quest is taking us that way. Why is it that you don't want to go north?
I'm a wanted man the other side of the sea. And so the further north we go, the more likely I am to be recognised, and that'd be bad for all of us.
Yeah, but like Gamoth, don't you have like
Can
a super hat?
I insight check him.
Yeah, you can insight check him.
He seems pretty shifty about all of this.
And then either deception or persuasion, depending on whether you're telling the truth. In fact, they're both the same, so you can just do a wisdom, so you don't give the game away. I think they're both on wisdom, aren't they?
What is it?
Or are they charisma? Deception or persuasion? Are they both charisma? Just roll a charisma check then. Just 'cause otherwise he'll know with the dice. Yeah, whatever he's told you, you can't pick anything up from it. As far as you can tell, he's been truthful in what he's saying.
Dude, don't you have like that incredible hat that you can change and hide your true identity?
Yeah, but the people that are looking for me, there's they'll see through like cheap tricks, and it'd be really dangerous for the whole party if I was to be caught. So
Yeah.
I'm happy to go north, but we've got to just be careful. You've got to listen to me. If I say places are no good or we shouldn't go there, we've got to be careful around it. Otherwise, we're all in big danger.
Similar to when you guys said when I was in trouble, anyone that's in trouble with you, with me. So, got your back, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And my axe.
And my bow.
And my lovely shield.
Oh no. Do the eyes like all move on the shield, or are they like?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
constantly in motion.
they look around and stuff. Yeah,
Can
it's
we
quite
fucking
it's
get
quite
like,
gruesome.
can we get like a little cover for that? You know, so it's not in use.
You have to ride at the back.
Use the repaired cape and cover over the shield.
You know it's going to take you about 3 days ride to get to Greyskull Keep from where you currently are.
Oh my.
I can say it's at least 2, maybe 3 days back to Punt as well from here.
Well, there's no point going back to Punt without Moen's gear.
If
Do
he's
we think there's going to be anything that we need in Greyskull Keep or something north?
Zavorax has got business with its current inhabitants.
Yeah, but what I mean is the one with the time gate.
We've got like a month, man. We're all good.
Yeah, but it's 3 days to get there and 3 days to get back.
We've still got
That's
one.
6
Have we still
days.
got one bird?
I was just about to whip out mine. Not sure how many.
We don't need to get
carries,
back
does
as well, do we? We just need to complete it within
that-
29 days. We don't need to be anywhere.
Yeah,
They'll come and
no,
get
I
us.
know, but if we go 3 days to Greyskull and then 3 days back, that's 6 days. Plus a day there doing whatever we need to do.
And we got to go
Well,
and save our mate from the law as well.
Yeah, that's
Hey, let's just go. Let's just go north then.
And so, well, from the letter you got from Dr. Cage, you presume Keegan has been captured by Dr. Cage, and you just saw him heading north.
It's like a really loose phase. He tried to shoot me with a crossbow, and then we saved his life. I like him, but we got stuff to kill going north.
it seems like everything's taking us north. So we hit the road and
But not
Get
too
out.
far north. Everything's taking us like north-ish, like north 75%.
How many? How? Do you think
Interesting.
it's right to use the bird?
north.
The bird won't be able to carry all your horses and your cart and all yourselves.
They will in my hole.
Yeah.
They'll die in your hole, and your hole won't fit everyone in. Your hole's pretty full with you. It's only 10 foot, so it can't hold a great deal. Unless you want to repeat Sergeant Wilco and kill everyone.
There'll be nothing else going in your hole.
think
You're
we should begin
banned.
our
Your
trip.
hole is banned for a week.
I think we just begin our trip. You know, it's Dark Ages. It takes time to travel.
Yeah,
let's
I think,
do it.
I think we need to do it. And don't forget, wonders can turn water into wine, man. Everywhere we stop,
Yeah,
we're good.
We got a jug of can create beer.
yeah,
And we got
create
mayo,
beer
yeah.
and mayo and all
Yeah,
sorts.
mayonnaise, yeah.
You see,
What's that?
Matt
All the
turns like a
fundamentals
darker
for a
shade
great
of green
quest.
when you mention mayo again. So
That's
I remember
how,
leaving down like 8 liters of it. I was like,
That's how the Hobbit starts, isn't it? They all set off with a jar of mayo and a bucket of wine.
Okay, so you're heading north. You're making good strides as you get to the location where you remember fighting the giant rocks, the big birds. You can see that there is fresh carriage trails just ahead of you, that seem to travel for about 200 feet and then just disappear. There just seem to be some arcane residue left on the floor. You can always do a check to see if it's the same as what was left behind.
Investigation or perception.
It'll be investigation or arcana, whichever floats your boat. Yeah, you can ascertain that it is the same substance that's been left behind by the teleport spell that you saw your arch nemesis use to leave the outskirts of Scrimmage. So you can confidently assume you are on his trail still. While you're all doing searches, Mastiff kind of wanders off and falls over and lands on something that's quite unusual inside a bush. As he pulls it up to his hand, it appears to be a rather large, engorged, bright pink, jewel-encrusted codpiece.
What is it? Jewel encrusted.
Codpiece.
Jeez. Like a penis shield.
Obviously I'm taken aback because it's just the right size.
Yep.
And
Fits like a glove.
it does. So I'm gonna just. But I'm
We all see
cautious
this.
with putting
No.
on underwear that I find in bushes because of past incidents, and you can't get rid of that itch. So I'm gonna investigate it.
It'll be an arcana check.
I can't click on my guy. Where is it? Corner check.
You can tell it's magic. It looks relatively clean. You just can't discern what it'll do once equipped.
Fuck yeah, bang it on. Boosh. Straight on.
There we go. There's the Mastiff we love.
You don't feel any different, but you do have a giant pink jewel-encrusted codpiece that's very ornate and sticks out.
I go running back through the woods, very enthusiastically shouting for Straz, being like, Strasner, look at this! Fucking,
Tasty.
what do you think?
mm,
Tell me what it is.
It's interesting. That's what it is.
does he have to hold it for 10 minutes?
Unless he wants to. He can use a spell to do it instantly, or he can hold it for
I've
10
got
minutes.
the goggles. I've got the glasses, don't I?
Yeah, you've got the glasses as well. That's instant.
I will use the glasses.
Okay. So as you just gently touch the codpiece, because you've got to touch it to identify it, you get an image of furiously stroking it, and then some liquid comes out which heals you for 2d6, and it can be done as a bonus action. And this was an item gifted to you from real Amanda.
Oh, thank you, love. So you're saying I have to bang one out, and then it heals me for 2d6.
Yeah, you have to like stroke it exceedingly viciously, and then some liquid will come out of it, and then you drink that, and you heal for 2d6.
I have to drink it.
Yeah, you gotta consume the liquid
Where does the liquid come from?
from somewhere on the cod piece. It's up to
Yeah,
you
but
if you want it to come from the
magical.
end, you know.
Is it like out the gooch? Or is it like?
It seeps out
Does that
like
mean
sweat.
does that mean that the Straz so does that mean that like Mastiff is like has to like squat down in the middle of a fight,
You don't have
rub
to
one out?
You don't have to literally
and
rub
then-
one out.
and
You
then,
just
like-
need
and
to.
then, like,
It's like
catch the
Aladdin's
liquid.
lamp, you just need to vigorously rub the cod piece. It's like a bonus action. It's less than 6 seconds.
But
It's like
think
when-
how useful this will be for people who are unconscious.
Exactly.
You just squat above them.
Oh, I could teabag people back to life.
Yeah.
Oh, Mastiff, you. Ah!
Yeah, you can
Ah,
teabag people back to
Ah,
life.
it's all been warm.
As I kind of see this like glinting like a crow, I'm trying to like, can I tell like if there was a monetary value, like
You're pretty certain it's going to be. It's hard to judge. You've not really got much experience with cod pieces. Never mind jewel encrusted magical ones. However, you can ascertain it's somewhere within the region of 1 and 10,000. You're not too sure where.
And as I'm kind of side eyeing it, Wolf goes up and sniffs it and then throws up on the floor like a cat, like.
So is this a so right? This is a bonus action. How often can I use it?
It's once per long rest. It's like your fork.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Sound well. Good. Like
It's a nice.
Thank
Does it
you, Magic
require
Bush.
attunement?
It does not require attunement. No, it's not that powerful of an item.
It's not bad though.
What a lovely
Magic
piece you have there.
piece.
Right, you're not going to need healing then from me anytime soon.
I mean,
Don't you worry, Wonders. You go down. First thing I do is just dry hump the shit out of you.
what a,
Dry hump
lovely,
you back to life.
what a lovely thing to find in a bush.
So you've been on the road for about 9-10 hours now. Your horses are starting to flag a little bit. You surmise you've got just a little bit over a third of the way, but your horses are definitely starting to tire a little now. Strasner's isn't. Strasner's horse is fine,
So is mine.
See, no problems.
and yeah, Khan's fine. Khan could go another few hours.
Man's tired, but he's pretty like proud of his new shoes.
Oh, well, it actually wouldn't even be doing that, would it?
So you can either push on or you can bed down for the evening. It's entirely up to yourself.
Bed down. We're in no great rush. He's got a head start on us. Know the direction he's headed. Be able to.
Yeah, let's. Before as these guys are making camp, I'm gonna go do like a loop, like a 1 mile circuit, just to check that there's nothing around us, sort of any tracks or anything that might cause us any trouble. And I will stealth and then.
Do as a survival check if you're checking for tracks and.
Oh, just checking that there's nothing like that might kill us or anything like naughty around in the woods.
As far as you can tell, there's the usual game animals, but there's no large footprints or anything you recognise that could cause you some serious issues. Everything seems hunky dory.
Anything that looks good for dinner to go with, anything that would be particularly good served with mayo and wine.
There's there's a lot of rabbit tracks, and you do notice there is a deer track, so there's a chance for some nice venison.
Okay, cool. As I'm heading back, I'm keeping a particular eye out for a venison, like some sort of dairy snack.
You know they're in the area, however, they're eluding you. You can't seem to get a firm grasp on where they are. However, a rabbit does dart out across you in front on the trail.
And I try and shoot it with this guy, because the other one shoots poisoning arrows, which probably makes it taste bad.
Okay, you pull the freezing boom out. The rabbit's a bit too fast as it runs and scampers out of the way. The bolt just strikes just where it was, kicking up lots of dirt and debris, as it's a very powerful bow.
I guess I carry on going back to camp empty-handed.
I presume you're going to wait until he gets back before you cast your hut, or have you already cast your hut?
Yes, no, I preemptively did it.
I thought as much otherwise, because obviously not all you can fit in, but your horses won't. It won't be big enough for
Yeah.
you and your horses.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just bedding down for the evening.
Yeah, Wolf's outside with the horses.
Okay.
Like keeping watch.
Yeah, and
Is
Khan's
anyone taking a
outside.
watch? Anyone taking a watch? Or are we just sleeping?
Let's just sleep.
I'm just gonna hunker down and sleep.
We
I
alarm the
feel
horses.
safe in my hut.
Okay.
But before I sleep,
Khan's out
though,
there.
I've got a bit of wood, and I'm trying to make it look. No, you can't really tell what it's going to be yet, but it looks almost codpiece shaped.
It's starting to take shape and form. You feel you might need a couple more cracks at it going at the pace you've been doing to accomplish what you're trying to do. However, it's definitely a good start.
Perfect. And with that, I go to sleep.
Okay, it's an uneventful night. Everyone has a good kip. You wake up nice and refreshed.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Oh. It's been surprisingly quiet so far, fellas, on our track north.
Yeah.
Hey,
Think
so it says it this way. Like,
yeah.
I'm itching for a fight. I'm always itching for a fight.
Master just itching.
Yeah, it's probably that new codpiece, mate.
You're just gonna.
It is a bit studded, you know. The studs are. I don't know if it's for mine or their pleasure, but it's definitely studded.
Well, is it providing any pleasure so far?
I don't know if I walk fast enough.
Fair
Okay.
dues.
Onward!
Okay, so you tack your horses up, you set off again. You get about a few hundred feet down the road and you can see that the grass has been scorched. And there's a few like carriage tracks coming out of it. And then about another 100 feet they vanish again and there's another scorch mark in the grass.
He's
My spidey
Looks like
senses are
he's-
tingling.
looks like he's hopping. Looks like he's like magic hopping. Hey, Straz, you know magic. What do you think? What's things going on here?
I think this is where they appeared. So we know they disappeared teleported somewhere. I think this is where they went. I'm just going to use my skills to see whether I'm right.
You can tell it's magic and very powerful, but you can't really confirm if it's the same or how they're actually doing it. You can definitely confirm it's magic above your pay grade.
Well, we know there's magic here, guys. Some magic has happened. I say we just follow these tracks. I can't see anything else magical.
Yeah, as you just continue on, you can see that the land becomes like snow covered. There's like heavy clouds and there's a big blizzard blowing just further up the trail. If you can all make a perception check, please. Okay, so Wonders, if you can do a nature check as well, please. Wonders just manages to catch a sound of a creature making a horrendous racket. It is something he's heard before, and as he racks his memory, he remembers it's that little blue bastard that were quite tough. The Razmaraz Young.
What do you hear? Yeah. Anything?
Are you muted?
I think he's muted.
I was just building the suspense.
Sorry, guys. So, what's the question? Do I know which way it's coming from?
It's coming from further along the trail.
Guys, I can hear something that we recognise. Something we may want to keep our wits about us. It's coming further up the trail.
What did it sound like? Do you remember?
It sounded like something that we fought before. It was Mo kind of cut out when he was explaining. It was like something that we fought before. Something that was blue.
Oh no, the weird little like centipede thing that would fuck us up.
So, I think that was it.
Oh, I think that when you cut them and they burn you. Oh no.
As you're talking, the blizzard gets stronger, dropping visibility down to a mere feet in front of you. All you can hear is the howling, cutting wind just biting into you as you trudge further on.
Oof. I guess we all close ranks. Can we get the extendo rope and tie it between us so that we can stay connected?
Yeah. Multi-pass times 5. Also, where's Andrew Wilkins gone?
He's gone. I'm guessing maybe he's having internet issues or something, but he's definitely gone.
His Discord's gone down. It's just put in the chat. As we're sort of tied together, sort of reminiscent from a scene that people might recall, I'm like stood on top of the snow, not making any snowy things, and I say something like, I hear a fell voice on the wind. Saruman. Yeah.
Being very cautious. Our guidance, either the person that's either side of me. It's like, here we go, brothers. Don't know what we're getting into, but.
Okay, are you going to continue trudging on?
Onward.
Yeah, let's go.
No, we don't carry on. Anytime there's a map, we stop and we stand completely still.
I got disconnected. My internet cut out. What's going on?
You heard Wonders heard a sound that he recognised as them little blue bastards, them Marazarazaras. And then the blizzard intensified. There's snow everywhere. It's whipping around you. Visibility has dropped. It's hard to make out like what's in front of you. You've all multi-passed up and you've tied yourself together with the old multi-pass.
Okay.
Mo, the white and skeleton are really big.
They're meant to be that big. They're meant to be the same size as you.
Okay.
Because they're they're medium creatures, so they are meant to be the same size as you.
Cool. Okay.
So yeah, there you go. You're on the edge of a forest. There's a distinct trail like going down the middle. You seem to be like cutting over a frozen lake. You can just about see a frozen lake anyway.
Are we still just in the forest at the moment?
You're on the very, very edge, so I'll allow you to get away with your.
So if I do like a double perception, like a perception at advantage because of the forest.
Yeah, what are you looking for? Stuff.
Just to make to see what's kind of what's coming up in front of us, I guess.
Just as you get into the edges of the forest, you can make out just at the very edge of your vision. I don't know if you can actually see where I'm. Can you see the ping at all, or?
Yeah.
That's a frozen river. Yeah, there's a frozen river just ahead of you. You can't really see any tracks or anything else as the blizzard's still whipping around.
Also, I've not used this before, but sheds a bright light in a 10-foot radius. I don't think it matters. Everybody has dark vision, but I wanted to.
What can you link the spell or the ability?
No, it's literally just in freezing temperatures. The blade sheds bright light.
Sorry guys, to interrupt. I got a really important work thing's just come up, so I need like 10 minutes to take a call.
Yeah, no worries.
Cheers.
We're probably going to inflate Mastiff like a blimp and throw him somewhere. But it's fine that you're not here.
My
Cool.
glaive. But yeah, that's fine.
I'm creeping down.
Guys, there's a frozen river about 50 feet ahead.
I'm gonna check it.
Mastiff, why don't you go at the front?
While they're doing this, can I be like summoning my Pepe?
You sure can. Obviously, remember Pepe takes a hell of a long time to summon.
Oh, I thought it was 10 minutes. Hold on.
That's 10 minutes for the ritual, and then the actual casting time as well. The casting time's a hell of a
It's
cast
about an hour,
time.
innit?
Oh, is it about? Okay,
10.
yeah, I thought it was just 10 minutes. Don't worry, forget about that.
So what are we doing here? Is Ammo gonna not sneaking ahead then?
You went super roboty then. All I heard was sneaking.
Yeah, he was
I'm
asking if I was
sneaking.
moving forward, sneaking.
We're sneaking.
Sneaking.
I've moved forward, Z.
So where I am now, is this the edge of the frozen lake? Or is this the edge of the frozen lake?
That's the start of the frozen river.
Cool.
So you're about to go onto the frozen river.
Okay. I am going to stealth
Okay.
with advantage, or no forest anymore?
Yeah, like I say, you're on the very edge of the forest. The river does run through the forest a wee bit.
Yes. Slightly better. And then, like, creep forwards, like testing every footstep.
Okay, just stay where you are. Just need to a quick looky-loo. Yep, you're fine. For some
How's it looking,
reason,
Gamo?
you really can't see very far. Just bear with me. Change that.
I'm gonna move forward as well, knowing that the
The blizzard does
Frozen
seem
lake.
to be easing a little bit.
We must. This is. I'm stood on a frozen river now. We should cross one by one. I think it feels unsafe.
cross last.
I cross a little bit further. Random dice. Oh, what's done this?
It's rolling.
Don't random dice.
Rolling.
Okay, as you are crossing, you can feel some vibrations at the other side of the bank as a Razmaraz breaks out of the other side of the bank.
So as soon as I feel the vibrations, I rub my stone and go invisible.
I can't see you, but it did feel vibrations on top of the river, so it's just like thrashing around, just looking in your direction, and hissing and like tasting the air, and occasionally spitting bits of fire into the snow as it sizzles.
Okay.
So sorry, is this bit
That bit's the frozen river,
this
yeah.
bit here? Okay.
This I can see. I'm about half. Can you still see me?
Yeah.
I'm about halfway across. But yeah, so I'm gonna I'm gonna come this way.
Yep. The Razmaraz, its head spins round as it can sense that there's some movement on top of the lake. Once again, looking in your direction. It's not moving or being aggressive, but you definitely get the idea it can sense where you're moving due to the vibrations.
You have fancy boots, Gandalf.
I do, but I think they just don't make sound.
Yeah,
I
they
know
don't
if
make
that's-
sound. It doesn't stop your footsteps. They just make zero sound. They still leave footprints and everything.
Yeah, they're just quiet.
Yeah,
So
you-
is this rock like sticking out of the like freezing?
Yeah, they're like rocks that are sticking out of the frozen river.
I'm gonna try and very, very slowly, like climb up on top of it. So you need a athletics.
It's not that high. It's only a foot, so you can taking your time. You can easily get up. The Razmaraz does kind of keep looking directly at you. However, obviously, it's not making any threat towards you or anything.
Okay, cool. And is there any like loose, small rocks in it? Like, can I pick up like a small rock?
Everything seems to be frozen in the water. You could try and pull one out.
I'm gonna dig in my pocket and take out a like a gold piece.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw it. Will that keep me invisible? Because it's not or will it make me not invisible?
Depends if you're throwing it at it or just somewhere.
No,
if you're throwing it just somewhere,
I want to throw it over there.
That's fine. That's not an attack. That's just throwing.
Fine. Do I need to roll anything to throw it? I'm trying to just throw it like opposite me that way.
Yeah, do a quick dex check.
Just straight up dex.
Yeah.
Minus a little gold piece.
Yep. So the goal comes, leaves your hand. It lands smack bang where you wanted it, and as it lands and skids across the lake, the Razmaraz dives underneath, under the ground, and pops up in the lake, smashing the ice and seizing the gold coin in its jaws.
Goodness, can you guys on the bank see it now?
Yeah, and it's in
Yeah,
distance
you
as
can
well.
see
I'm
it.
attacking.
Okay, cool. And I'm going to I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to try and shoot it with freezing boom.
Okay. So as soon as it hasn't noticed you, you get advantage on your attack. Which is a hit.
Is it surprised?
Oh yeah, it hasn't seen you. It's definitely a crit. An auto crit.
So do I press it again or just double that?
It's double, but then you take 5 off it. Because you don't double your mod. It's only what you roll. So yeah, it's +5. So it's double and -5.
Cool. And then my sneak attack. So do I roll 2d6 and double it, or 4d6?
It's easy just to roll 4d6 or whatever you want, really. But you can do it.
I'm happy rolling 4. Cool. And then that on the top. And I guess with that, it's initiative time.
It sure is. So the bolt races out and strike out of nowhere, strikes it in the back of the head as it screams out in pain. It's not best pleased.
I'm no longer invisible.
You are no longer invisible. It can now see you. Okay, I think that's everyone in the turn order.
Oh, son of
It rolled good.
Son of a bitch.
So the one that you just shot disappears underneath the ice, burrowing, and it bursts out right in front of you.
Ah!
As it takes a bite at you. However, you were ready for it, and you just managed to duck out of the way as it chomps at nothing. Brings us to you.
Cool. So I'm going to use
I don't seem to have wonders in the list. He did roll, but he hasn't appeared for some.
I rolled a 7.
Plus whatever your dex is.
Okay, yep. So Gamel.
Cool. So I'm going to use a bonus action to use my cunning action to disengage.
Yep.
and run back to the shore.
Okay, you'll need to do an athletics check as you're legging it across the frozen lake. See if you can keep your footing, because obviously before you were being all careful and sneaking. As you are going, you do slip on the ice and you come skidding to a halt at the edge of the bank. You haven't taken any damage. However, get there. You've taken all of your movement. You can still try and shoot from the floor. You'll just be at disadvantage. But you definitely don't have enough movement to stand up.
Did I kind of style it out and I'm facing this way?
Yeah, you can style do a roll while you're sliding and then try and shoot.
Yeah.
No,
While sliding,
Yep.
I try and shoot freezing boom back at the hissing leggy thing.
Okay. So you're at disadvantage, so roll it again, because you're on the floor, sliding like a mofo. Yeah. Even though you're sliding on your arse, you manage to pull freezing boom out quickly, slamming a new bolt, cock it, and you manage to loose another bolt, and it slams it into the body, hitting it.
Little cool. And my 2d6 sneak.
You don't get.
No, sorry, no sneak because I'm
No
not
sneak.
engaged. Yeah, sorry. My bad.
Okay. And you've got you can move Wolfie up if you want.
Yeah, Wolf's gonna come and sort of stand right next to me on the bank, sort of getting angry. I'll just move out of the way so I can grab him. But yeah, Wolf stood right next to me, sort of growling and hissing at the like dick thing.
Okay. I believe that's your turn.
Yeah, I use my other action to reload.
That's better. I pressed the wrong button and zoomed in. Okay, let's just check how far this bad boy can move. Not that far, really. So you can hear and feel a burrowing sound as the earth cracks next to one as a mastiff as another one jumps out. But that's its turn. It used all its movement to get there.
I use my reaction for my turn. Is it my Polearm Master? Creatures provoke an opportunity attack when they enter your reach.
Yeah.
Just about.
I
From the middle of my person.
always do it from middle to middle.
Okay.
I mean, I'll let you do it. You're close. I'll say you're
That's
close
okay.
enough. Because the squares aren't really the squares, so it makes it a bit harder to work out.
It's just.
Oh man, it's another big map. It's like a sneaky
As it
big
pops
map.
out, I'm just gonna just turn and have a slash at it.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And then I'm going to also give this a bit of a divine smite.
Calls for a bit of a divine smite, does it?
So I remember these things from before, and I did not like them. And I am.
Yeah, they're not the most pleasant of things.
Get some of that.
Okay, so it takes 11 radiant. I should just check. So you slash it, the radiant burst goes off, but you can hear it shrieking in agony. You can see the wound from the slash as its hot like blood spills forth, sizzling all along the snow, not quite reaching you. However, as the frost enchantment tries to activate, it doesn't seem to have any effect on the creature.
Ooh.
The sound effects are different than last week.
Okay.
What, as in the battle sounds?
No.
Oh, my sounds.
You're doing beast sounds instead of T-Rex sounds.
I can give you a T-Rex if you want a T-Rex. Prepare your ears.
Yeah, give it a whack. Doesn't feel right without it.
Then I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to
It's actually super quiet.
if I can move around it about there, so kind of coming up and then round. But I want to stay within melee range.
If you do the Q thing to show me your path, so when you pick your guy up, press Q where you stood, and then press Q on every time you move your mouse where you want him to go. But you need to have the selector on, not the measurer.
Oh.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
There you go, Gamwolf. Your plan's working. You've got some fandom going on in chat now. Okay.
Wonders. And then I'm gonna have 2 swipes at it with my glaive.
The first one misses. Second one is a hit though. As you bring the glaive down, you do manage to score a glancing hit across its body.
Divine Smite it as well.
Yeah, nice.
That's all one.
Okay, it was definitely a good hit. It definitely felt it. It's looking reasonably rough.
And bonus action.
There you got your bonus.
I'm going to use Shield of Fate. Yeah, I'm going to use Shield of Faith. Myself.
Okay. Concentration gives you 2 bonus AC.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. And that is my turn.
Okie dokie. That brings us to Straz.
Cool. So I'm gonna climb this tree behind me.
Okay, if you can do an athletics check. Get up the tree.
Love it.
Yeah, here we go. Strasner the athletic monster.
Oh, are you sure I need to do that?
Pretty sure you do. And you also need to roll a d8 as well while you're at it. Okay, so a magical force from the ether plane, also known as Twitch chat, strikes out and smashes you in the face for 7 points of damage.
Well, that's not ideal, thank you.
And if you can roll your athletics, please, for climbing said tree. So although your boots do allow you
My slippers.
yeah, they allow you to travel surfaces, but you've still got to fight your way through the branches and things. It's got a lot of branches. It's not like a great redwood where there's no branches and you can just walk up its branch. You're fine.
Yes, fine.
Yeah, it's not just like an
Just
open
double
trunk.
checking.
You've got to fight your way up through the branches. So yeah, you're how far up the tree are you trying to get?
Oh, like to the top, so I can still to enough up so
You-
I can't get hit by melee, but there's enough room for me to see.
You're about halfway up the tree. You're 15 foot up the tree.
Yeah, cool, perfect. And then I'm gonna call me skeleton and the white back. And then I've got to use an action. Is it a bonus action for the shield?
Yeah, but it's also a bonus action to control your minions.
Alright, the minions won't do anything then. They'll stay where they were. So the shield is now floating around me.
Yep, you speak the command word and your ice shield now takes off out there, off your arm and starts floating around you. Ready, the eyes are darting everywhere, looking for any threats they can perceive, ready to interpose in the way.
Spellbook, and then I'm going to Scorching Ray.
Shittest looking Christmas tree I've ever seen.
That one there.
Yeah, that's a hit. The ray definitely hits, however it has 0 effect on the creature. It lets out a little mocking hiss at you.
Okay.
Oh, good.
That's me done then. If I can't do anything with me.
No, it's a bonus action to control minions.
Yeah,
You can control all of them with one bonus action, but yeah, it's a bonus action to control. So that brings us to Wonders. He's got a weird creature right in his face.
I am going to use Hail of the Hydra, please.
Yeah, and while you're doing that, if Gamulf, if you can roll a d8 as well, please.
No. Please don't be it.
Fine.
It's not the same as Straz.
So a magical force seems to take the life force from Strasner and give it to you.
What?
That guys.
It's supposed to go the other way around.
The flail you've just missed, just going wide of the mark as the little creature hisses at you as the swing and a miss.
Then for my bonus, please, sir, I'm going to activate my special weapon.
Okay, so your weapon screeches out of your hand, however, that also fails to hit the creature. Which brings us to a Mastiff.
Oh my. Who am I attacking?
You've got
these blue fuckers again.
There's 2 little blue fuckers.
Oh no, they're gonna burn me when I hit them.
This is your first turn, so you're not raging or anything.
I rage.
Just bog standard flat rage.
Just a standard rage, yeah.
Okay. Get it on.
And then I'm going to just do some classic twataging. So that's just 2 hits, I get, isn't it?
Yep, just 2 hits. You're not hasted or frenzied.
What you do best.
Yeah, I'm just going to do 2 classic hits to get a feel for what's going on.
2 classicos. Okay, and they both strike.
Hot, hot, hot. And reroll my d6, please.
As you smash into the creature twice, its blood erupts, hitting you for 14 points of damage.
Is that for both of them, is it?
That's for both of them, yeah.
So I'll roll my second damage. Okay. Ouchies. I guess that's fire damage, is it?
It is, yeah.
Hot, hot, hot.
Okay, you have taken a massive chunk out of it. It is looking super rough right now.
For my bonus, I'll just get second wind out of the way early on.
Okay.
Which is, what is it for this?
It's a D10 plus your fighter level, which is now 3.
8, D10.
I thought that was a sound effect for a second.
It was nothing to do with me.
9 plus 3.
Oh, I hadn't taken your health off you yet. So you've lost 1 health.
Yeah.
You've lost 1 health in total now, thanks to you getting burnt and then healing.
Quick maths.
So that ends your turn, which brings us to this guy, who is not very impressed after the guy just keeps shooting him and he keeps getting away. He's going to burrow under the river, smashing out again, and he's going to have a bite. Unk. And Straz, if you can roll a d4, please. The Rasmus tries to bite a prone Gamulf. He gets advantage because he's on his ass. And hey, he gets a hit thanks to the good old advantage.
Oh, damn it.
Hitting him for 27 points of damage. Strasno rolled a 4, so the next attack you do can hit 2 creatures.
That's nice.
Beautiful.
Which brings us to Gamulf.
So I am going to use half my action to stand up.
Yep.
I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
Running. I went too far. To like here. I went a long way around, but I went to there. Wolfie's gonna like move into range of this thing,
Okay.
but not do anything. And then I am going to unload freezing boom on the guy.
Okay, that's a hit. The bolt streaks out, smashing it in the thorax.
Nice. And then 2 sneaky sneaks on there. Cool. And then use my other action to reload the crossbow. And yeah, I think that's me. I'll probably try and hiss at it, like.
Yeah.
But that's kind of it.
Fine, you can certainly hiss at it. Which brings us to this guy, who's going to take a bite at Mastiff, the guy who's just been wailing on him. However, he misses, not doing so well. Which brings us to Zavorax.
Keep swinging at this guy. Use my glaive of penetrating cold.
You just managed to hit it. Almost ducks out of the way, but you managed to reverse your grip at the last second, smashing it.
Let me re-roll that, please.
You can re-roll your 2, can't you? There's no.
Much better.
With that, a massive gout of blood comes screeching out of the creature as you have lopped its face off, and it goes bloop.
Nice.
With blood gushing everywhere, luckily not hitting anyone.
And then I'm gonna head along this way.
Failing successfully.
I'm gonna run over to here, so 10 feet-ish, or maybe a little bit closer. With my glaive.
That's a hit.
And I'll get with my. I'm not going to use a divine smite. I was considering it, but can I re-roll that?
Just re-roll the whole attack.
Even better.
So as you bring your glaive down again, you manage to plunge it right in the creature's stupid face. As it erupts with loads of blood going everywhere, making a massive hole in the ice as it melts away. The creature in its death throes cries out and goes bloop. And you can feel the entire ground is now shaking, as you can feel a large creature burrowing underneath you, much larger than the creatures you have just faced.
These are babies.
Are we out of combat at the
Nope,
moment? or is it
you are
combat?
still in combat. As you
I want to
can.
drink a fire potion.
Your turn, yeah, I don't think.
You have no time as a giant creature bursts forth.
Oh!
Oh my god,
Oh,
is that you
fuck.
doing?
Oh, that's a big ugly.
It would
damn.
appear you have just slain 2 babies, and the adult mum has just turned up, ready for some vindication.
Yeah, well, we know what happens when we slay the children of a giant beast. died.
Ever. So, I'm gonna. I think I've got about 15 feet of movement left.
It cost you 30 to get there. 'Cause
Okay.
you were that side of Wonders, so...
Oh yeah, no, that's true. In that case, I've just got a bonus action, so I would like to cast full weapon.
Okie dokie.
There we go. Drag that out.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, that's definitely... I've already dragged it out for you, buddy.
Oh yeah.
I'm a professional. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Sweet.
Chiboy.
Like
that.
14 points of damage to the weird creature that's just burst out.
Oh man.
It is but a scratch.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, which brings us to the Razmaraz that's just popped out. It looks around hissing. It can see its blood smeared all over Mastiff and over Samson's might. It can sense that he's the one who's been injuring its child. He can see Zavorax as well, but he can't quite get there. So he comes down and extends his massive jaw trying to bite Mastiff, who just dodges out of the way. That brings us to Strasna.
Cool. So I'm gonna. Twice with the longbow.
Yeah, one hit, one miss. Yeah, doing 7 points of damage.
We're gonna move Skeleton up to be in range.
Okay.
Short sword that.
Yeah, that's a hit. Causing 11 points of damage. And as he hits it, the old blood comes gushing out, covering the skeleton and doing 13 points of fire damage.
Oh damn.
Oh no.
Now we know. This is what skeletons are for. To test things out. And then I bring the tentacles out to be directly underneath it. But not touching anything else. I think that's the right spot, actually, is it? It's not touching Mastiff, is it?
No, it's hard to tell because the thing's in the way, but we'll say you've done it just so it isn't. So it needs to be a quick dex save. It rolled a 10, so it failed, so it takes 7 points of damage. And is it now restrained?
It is now restrained.
Okay. Is that your go then, pal?
Yes.
Brings us 2 wonders.
Hey,
Our attack rolls have advantage. That's awesome.
Mo, I had double. Oh, it was just 2 creatures, wasn't it, on my next attack from the dice roll?
You what? Sorry.
Can I? You know, I rolled a 4 from chat.
Yeah.
Has that gone now, or can I save it for when there's more than one monster?
I'll let you save it. Usually, it does say on your next attack, but it's a bit mean seeing as there's only 1 creature.
Okay, thanks, babe.
I'll let you store it, or you can do a double tap on this creature if you want.
Nah, leave it.
Okay. So you've called forth the spirit.
and did a weapon, or I'm assuming the AC is anything similar. 17 points.
The 17 was for the virtual weapon, so that's definitely a hit. So you need to roll a d8. and add.
Yeah, sorry. I was like, damn, since when did they get so strong? It's just 1d. not
Well,
3D.
I'll take the first one you roll for that, so I'll take that 8 and then plus 5 because of your wisdom. So you've done max damage. Good hit. Okay, I believe that's your turn then, Mr. Wonders.
So,
Doing work, which brings us to Mastiff.
Upon seeing this giant thing come out the floor, Master's rage is gonna push into a frenzy. But he's got enough forethought to down a fire resistance potion.
That would be your action then, because it's a bonus to go frenzy, and then obviously an action to chug a potion if you've used your bonus.
Yep. It's more that I've got a feeling that if I do like a fucking 8 hits in a row kind of thing.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of blood on your face.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna take a fire. So whatever you need to do to show I've got fire resistance,
You basically just need to remind me if I forget. I'll put a blob on you.
Cool, and I'm in frenzy now.
Okay. Which brings us to Gamulf.
Okay. I'm going to run over here. Wolfie's going to move to about there. I am going to cast Hunter's Mark on the ugly
Big
motherfucker.
ugly.
Yeah, big ugly. And then I'm going to. Are the tentacles still grabbing it? Do I get advantage on my attack?
Yep.
Double tap him with Freezing Boom.
That's a hit.
Oh, nice.
Pop.
Oh, motherfucker.
Ah,
Look at all them dice.
That's a freaking death pop. And then, so do my Hunter's Mark and Sneak Attack both double as well?
They sure do.
it's
Any dice you roll, you roll twice or double.
So we're saying 6d6. There's not even enough things on the thing to do it, so I'll roll.
Well, you can do a
3
custom one if you actually. Oh, never mind. If you actually click on the thing,
no.
it brings up a window where you can do a custom one.
No. That sounded much too difficult. This way worked better. More math, less thinky think.
More math. Best.
Yeah, for Mo, not for me.
I believe that's your turn, unless you want to move Wolf in.
No, I moved Wolf already, and obviously I'm reloading, and there's like a really quite a smug grin on my face.
Okay, which brings us to Zavorax.
Okay, I'm gonna move up, but I'm in range. Probably to about there. A foot of distance, and I'm gonna try and penetrate it.
Ooh.
With the old penetration.
Yeah, I'd say hit.
Double tap because advantage. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh. Then I'm gonna double tap it again. Oh, there we go. And with that, I'm gonna divine smite it. A second level, I think.
Yeah, your divine smite doesn't double though.
It should do, I think.
It's just you get. If that's the case, then you should decide whether you're doing a divine before you do it, because it's a bit unfair to just pick that you're gonna do it once you've crit. Obviously, you're gonna do extra mega damage whereas normally you might not have done it.
Okay.
That's something I will look into, but I don't think it does, because it's only like attack rolls that can. It's like an added-on thing.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about that, but yeah, that sounds fine. I'll that then. And Could be rolling that. Here we go. And then my bonus attack, I'm going to try and hit with my spiritual weapon.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hit.
15 plus, yeah. And it's a D8. It's-
Okay. And then it takes another 8 because your divine smite does crit, which I still think's bullshit.
I think that's, yeah, I think it's, you can get supernova damage with it.
Yeah, I just think it's a bit.
That's why people go crit fishing with it.
Yeah, I just think it's a bit cheeky.
Indeed.
That's your turn. So the Rasmarath is going to do his save. If he can break out. Which he rolls a 23, so he's definitely out of the tentacles. He's going to burrow down underneath the ground.
You have to do angel
But,
sickness on.
No.
Yeah?
It says a creature that starts its turn in the area and is already restrained takes bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, so roll your dice.
But now it's not restrained. That's fine.
No, because he's broken out.
Yeah,
The
perfect.
dexterity saving throw as well.
It was.
I did strength.
Just swapping off.
Six. That's from when you don't link the spell description. I have no idea.
Rolls for my thing. Mine.
Oh, I just tried to link it, but it did the spell again. Ignore that.
Yeah, you need to click on the eye, I think. If you go into the cog, in there you can change the option to show that it'll show the description as well as the attack as well. Okay, so it takes angel damage, bursts out under the ground, pops up next to Gamulf. And
Okay, I sorted it now.
as he's on his lonesome. Yeah, there you go. Happy days. Which hits. Roll 20.
What hits?
He popped out and bit you.
Shit.
But the
God
there
damn
we go,
it! This
it's
is not
finally
the
rolled.
first time.
No, it's rolled loads now. But the first one was 50 points of damage.
Oh,
About 50.
Go down.
You are now technically grappled as well
Mm-hmm.
and restrained as you're stuck in its jaws. Brings us to Straz.
Yeah, so because it dug underground, didn't it? So
Yeah.
we wouldn't get off. My skeleton wouldn't get an attack with it. I just completely forgot that bit because it was in range.
It would have done because technically it was leaving.
I forgot until now. Can I do it now or not?
It's a bit late, but yeah.
Nah, screw it. It's too late. I'll do the short bow it.
Just like Mastiff and Zavorex could have as well.
Oh, I didn't know
we
that was
need
a. I
to-
didn't know it was a
Right.
I thought it was a
I thought
disengagey
it
thing.
went underground.
No, it just buried
Yeah.
underground. It's leaving your attack
Oh,
radius.
that's just a fucking lack of knowledge of the
Oh.
game mechanic.
It's things like blink and that don't get.
Yeah.
Why I
cheeky
thought you
attacks,
just
isn't it?
I thought it was a
thought 'cause it was
special
underground, I
disappeary
thought, yeah.
thing.
No, it just literally
Oh.
burrowed underground and fucked off.
Oh, I would have hit it in the face.
Well, then you should ask the question.
I didn't.
What?
You would have.
Nah,
We've
No,
all
no.
agreed.
That
We've
was
all
a
agreed.
teaching moment.
We've
That
all
was a
agreed. The
teaching
kiddie gloves
moment,
are
Mo.
off. We are not teaching anymore.
It's
We've
true.
all agreed.
Oh.
You need to
That's
ask if
bad.
you're
Teachable
unsure.
moment, Mo. You've ruined everything.
I can
You've been
ruin
like,
everything
For
if you
future
want.
reference, you can attack when they do this. God.
he does help us a bit.
Oh,
I
he's
asked.
such
I
a
just
lot.
asked too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about 2 minutes too
I
late. So when
see how
took
it
any of
is.
them hit.
All them attack Smith.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Oh no.
Two.
Didn't see that. So I'm going to go back into my spell book. And I'm gonna. Oh no! There's a Pepe. Chromatic orb, and it's gonna be lightning damage.
Okay, that hits.
But I want it to do at a higher level.
Okay.
Oh, I do it there. That's fine. That's it, lightning orb.
Okay. They're looking exceptionally rough. It's still going, but it's looking pretty darn rough.
And that's it.
Okay. Brings us to wonders.
Finish him, Wonders. Kick him in the dick.
Yeah. Ammo. I'm wondering whether I should attack, but I don't want to leave it down. But okay, I'm gonna go for an attack.
You do
That
you, bro.
It's gonna be. Yeah, I'm gonna get closer to it. Oh yeah, I know what I can do. Yeah, I know exactly what I can do. I'm gonna use my flail. Is his AC about 14, guys?
I think maybe a bit higher.
Yeah. No, because you just missed with a 13 earlier.
Yeah, I won't bother doing a bless then. Okay, super, that's good. So I'm gonna attack with my Ring of the Rams, please.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, it blatantly says on my screen it's linked to the wrong thing. Ring of the Rams. Yeah, I think no, the thing may be connected to something else. And the ones that's at the top of the screen.
Spare with me a sec. It should be alright now.
Thank you. I have your roll.
Well, you can, but you're at disadvantage because you've walked into close combat with it. Is it still doing the flail?
Yeah. You want me to just click it from a different list? Which is... I'm going to discharge all of them, so I discharge all of them and then do the damage.
Yeah, but since you've gone into close combat, you will be at disadvantage because you're doing a ranged attack in its face.
So
you need to.
So I have to click everything twice, right?
Yeah, so you need to do it six times, and then out of each pair, pick the lowest number.
That's the second batch.
There's the Hydra, the flail of the Hydra again.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was completely me. That one.
Oh, damn it! What does?
I say when I press your Ring of the Rams button, it works for me.
There we go. Oh, now it's working.
It works fine for me.
The first one was a 13.
13 is a miss.
13's a miss. So that's my first one. Ugh.
That's 25.
That's a hit.
No, because it was.
Is it
25
disadvantage?
the second one. And then the third one is 20 and 9.
I've only got one hit, right?
So confused.
I'm super confused because there's so many different everythings.
I can keep clicking until. To me, I've only got one. So if I'm just clearing up, I've got 19, then 20, 25, then 25, and a 13, of which instantly fires.
Press it more times. Wonders. That's the only way to get through this.
I can definitely keep doing that
until Mo just assumes that all of them hit.
You need any more, Mo?
There's one. There's two.
Out of the three, I think I just got one.
I think it was a 21 and then a 13, and two 25s and then a 20 and a 9.
So that's just one hit then. As you do strike it, it does it splashes blood all over your face, which burns. However, it does then explode in a massive blood fountain, knocking Gamulf unconscious as he gets soaked in blood falling from its mouth.
Oh, cool. And then I use healing word on Gamulf as well.
Oh no! Wait, but Mastiff can use his thing.
Oh yeah.
No, Wonders said it already.
Oh, you can't talk. You're unconscious.
Sweet one.
Heals you a bit as well, doesn't it?
It does. For the level of the spell.
That's a level 1 spell.
So did we just
That's pretty quick.
actually win? Only Gamel.
We've not had the victory music yet.
Bear with me, it's not over yet. I'm still.
That was way too easy
I'm
for
still-
how much you ate those
Did you
guys.
see what I did earlier? Control C.
After I come back to life, I sit up and go, oh, the copies. Oh, Wonders. And I just give Wonders a high five from my back because there's no pink jewel encrusted copies in my face.
The keyword there is in.
Oh Jesus!
Okay, so you can feel once again the. Wait, that's not right. Go away, you. I don't think they can handle another one of them. Okay, so yep, you can feel lots more rumbling and getting closer and closer, and then it bursts out of dead ground. Bloop. Like an anti-bloop.
Anti-bloop.
Blob?
Ah!
Fuck!
Looks like
Gorgeous, how you doing?
Looks like Daddy's turned up with some more babies.
On my reaction, I want to, as a reaction to what that big guy's, I want to use my new item, the thoughts.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and make it blind. No, wait, hang on.
Sure, you have to be within
Or that.
5 feet of that, don't you?
Ignore that.
That's it. It's a valid thing, but I'm sure you've got to be within 5.
I forgot about that part. Just got excited because I remembered about reactions.
Okay, so this guy is going to come up and try and bite Wonders, which is a miss.
These are people that want to step to me. Brian. Angels, Brian.
Yeah, angels.
Doing 11 damage. And while the angel's flit in and out, smashing it in the face, it causes blood to flutter out in your face, doing 8 points of damage to you.
Wow, that all of a sudden didn't feel as good.
Brings us to this guy who's going to step in and seeing loads of blood over Mastiff's axe. He's going to try and bite him. Which is
Wolf get an attack of opportunity?
no, because he hasn't left.
Will I get an attack of opportunity?
With your pole master, yes.
Wolfie's pretty adept with a pole.
But he hasn't taken the Pole Master feat, I'm afraid.
God damn it, Wolfie.
Yeah, this is my new
You
feat that I
fucking
just
dog.
got.
Ooh,
Okay, yeah, so that glaive is a hit. He takes
I'll
16
do what you
angel
hate, and
damage.
I'll add a divine smite to it as well.
Oh, that's only when you crit that I hate it.
Okay.
I think it's super cheeky because yeah,
It is.
other things you've got to
It's
call
like-
let you doing it first, whereas that you can just like, oh, I've crit. Oh, let's
It's a
had
hit.
let's had
Okay,
about
okay.
another 5,000 damage.
I know. It is
That's my
ridiculous.
only gripe with it. But rules
Yes,
as
sir.
written, that's how it works. As the angels smash him, Wonders takes another 14 points of fire damage.
It's equal to my. I mean, ouch, man.
Borax, you smash him for 21 points of damage. Sadly, you're out of range of its blood. And bite damage on Mastiff. 37 piercing and 5 damage. 5 fire, so everything's halved. That'll be 21 points of damage. You are now grappled and restrained.
Was that a strength thing?
You get a check on your turn to break free.
Oh, okay.
As it stands now, you are so definitely munched. This guy is going to burrow underground and pop up here.
Attack it. No, I've used my
You've
reaction.
already used your reaction, I'm afraid, pal.
Surf hasn't, I don't think.
He's then going to try and bite.
Stiff.
He can't. It burrowed underneath him.
Oh.
So unless he wants to try and whack the ground as it's burrowing underneath him.
About you zombies.
He's just entered their attack range. He hasn't left. You only get an attack of opportunity when it leaves.
Unless they're like told them to be ready.
Unless the
Yeah.
turn before you told him to ready in action. Which brings us to Gamulf.
Am I in this guy's circle of attackingness?
Yes, if you try and leave without disengaging, you will get Circle of Attackingness.
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and then disappear. Like up the tree?
Yeah, you'll need to try and do a check to get up said tree.
Yeah. So,
Depends whether you're just going flat out up it or you're doing some parkour fancy bouncing. Going for the fancy bouncing and it fails and you fall out of the tree, landing on the floor.
I have enough movement to stand up.
You can use half your movement, but then that'll be all you can do is just stand up.
Okay, I'm going to stand up, but like flat against the tree.
Okay.
I am the tree. And then I am going to... I guess I'm just going to freezy boom him.
It's at disadvantage because you are still technically in combat with the bottom guy. Although you disengage, you've moved back into combat with him.
Oh, damn it. Even though I am the tree?
Even though you are the tree. Well, anyway, it's a miss anyway, so... The 16 was a miss.
Well, why even tickle me gonads then? Okay. In that case, I guess that's me for now.
Have you done a bonusy thing?
Yeah, my disengage was the bonus.
Okay. This brings us to Zavorax.
Yeah, seeing as this thing has popped up next to me, I'm going to start swinging at it. I give it a glaive of penetrating cold.
Yeah, I say hit.
It was just a
The little guy, yeah. So you take 3 points of fire damage. You are now in range of the splash zone. So I'll need you to do a concentration save as well, and it takes 9 points of slashing damage, resisting the frost. You managed to keep your concentration, although you're getting lots of fire. Flames mean nothing to you.
Keep swiping at it.
Your second swipe goes sadly wide of the mark.
And then on my bonus, I'll move my virtual weapon over to it.
Okay.
And attack it with that.
Which is a... You get a plus... What's your...
+4.
+4, so that's a miss, yeah.
Oh no, wait, is it a spell attack?
It's your your spell attack bonus.
Okay, yeah, +7.
7, so that's a hit.
Nice. It's 4 for my charisma.
12 points of damage. The blood gushes all over the blade, however it doesn't seem to have any effect on said blade. This brings us to Strasna, who's halfway up a tree.
Halfway up a tree. Just how I like it. Right. Okay, so the skeleton's not in melee range, is it yet?
The skeleton is not, no, it's just slightly out. Obviously Mr. Whitey is.
Yeah, the white's fine, so skeleton, if he short bows, is he too close to do it? Probably.
No, it's only when you're in close combat you get the disadvantage.
Right, okay. I thought it was like 8 feet, but it's not.
That's a hit. Arrow penetrates, and a bit of blood slithers out of the hurl.
Yeah, cool. Let me double check one thing. I can double hit 2-handed longswords, right?
With the white, yeah, he gets 2 attacks either with his longbow or with his sword. The first one misses, however the second one definitely hits. Doing 12 points of damage. Blood splatters all over Whitey. Doing 6 points of damage.
Cool, and then it's to me. I'm going to go with the chromatic orb again, and I'm going to use my double thing, so it's going to hit the 2 little ones.
Okay. How come it still says...
lightning damage again.
I don't know if the spell thing's crashed or not. The macros are still working. It still says you've got 4 spells on your slot 1s, that's all.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah, that's because I'm using them at higher levels.
Oh, right. That's alright then. So 24 damage.
To both of them, right?
Yep.
Just the little ones. I'll leave the big guy for someone else to deal with.
Brings us to Mastiff. So if you can do a athletics check, please.
At advantage?
Yeah, because you're raging, so you get advantage. Yeah, you managed to break out of the drawers and slide free.
Nice. Do I still get my action, or is that?
Yeah, no.
What's that action?
You've got your bonus action. You don't have your actual action though, because it's your action to break free.
Okay, but so I can just I get 1 attack then for my friends, you know?
Yeah.
Well, we'll do that then. Just a classic, no recklessness or anything.
No frills.
Super,
That's a miss.
Super effective. That's me.
Okay. So I wonder if you want to do your angel damage. We'll rack that up on everyone. Unless you want to disengage your angels. You are getting quite low on health.
Yeah, you're not going to do the damage now, are you? Because I'm thinking about doing health.
Well, as soon as you do your angels, that's when the blood will hit you, and you do the angels at the start of your turn. So unless you're going to cancel the angels,
Okay, let me just get the order right. So, I'm going to do a higher level healing. I can't even move a little bit. As soon as I move, even if it is still within range of the two people that are around me, I'll get the attack of opportunity, right?
Yeah.
So, I guess Straz is the only person that misses out ever slightly. Okay, so I'm gonna use a rare of healing, please, sir, at a level. Let's go for a level. Let's go for a level. For level 3. Bonus action. I'm gonna use the
That spell should not be like that. That one I think's the 10-minute cast one, isn't it?
which one we're talking about.
Your prayer of healing, level 2. It's 10-minute cast time, is that?
Uh-oh.
I did, because what I'd done is, since I'd let you play with it for so long, I had changed it, but on your level up it's changed back.
How does that... yeah, I see that. How does that come into play now?
Well, I'm going to modify it again, because obviously I didn't double check, because it shouldn't have been able to use that all along, because obviously it's a 10-minute cast. So if you I'll just change it back to what I had it on earlier.
Okay. What would I have initially had to wait?
I don't think we can do it in combat.
Yeah, it's not a combat spell.
Cast time. That's like 100 rounds of combat.
But I've changed it now, so I'll give you the spell back, and then if you just cast it again.
And thanks, man. How on earth would we have survived some of these fights? Alright, cool. So if that health is okay, and then bonus weapon, I'm gonna use spiritual weapon on use it on the back side of this big guy.
Okay, yeah, so roll your dice.
You want this one?
Yes, that's a hit.
Oh, and then that is 1d8, isn't it? 1d8.
It's
And as then I will trigger my homies. Oh.
Okay, so as the angels go off, you get covered in blood. Taking 25 points of fire damage.
Oh snap!
ooh.
Brings us to the little guy, who's gonna take a bite at Gamulf, which is a miss.
Yeah, because I'm a tree.
Brings us to the big guy who's not impressed with these angels that keep smashing him in the face, so he's going to take a bite at Wonders, which is a hit for a lot of damage, for 54 points of damage.
Oh dear.
As I'm in trouble.
Knocking him unconscious and his angels dissipate. That brings us to this little guy who's going to take a bite at Zavorax. And he
as a
completely
reaction,
misses.
the reaction to that, can I use my thingy this time? The pure thoughts.
Yeah. It'll be on the little one, 'cause he's the one who's just bit you.
Yeah.
Okay, so as part of the item, you've got to describe your impure thoughts that you're having.
But I've seen Gamolth get knocked down. I'm thinking, you know what? Too sad if he got killed.
Okay, and as that thought passes through your mind, the divine feeling from the item just slaps you across the face, doing 1 point of damage to right you, and then the evil thought is
Part of the
expelled.
fist. He's part of the team. I need him. It's okay.
The evil thought is expelled and strikes across and smashes the young Razmaraz in the eyes, blinding it. And yeah, good. It's missed its bite.
Okay.
This brings us to Gamolf.
Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of movement to stay in combat with this son of a bitch, and then I'm going to use my action to put a greater healing potion in Wonder's mouth.
Okay.
Which is how
4d4
many?
plus 4.
4d4 plus 4. Come on, 4s.
Low numbers. Of a potential of 40, got 9.
It's, it's fine.
What?
It's a
40,
start.
44 plus 4. The most it could be is 20.
Quick maths.
Yeah, ignore me.
5 times 4.
Mathematics.
And
He's
I give him
raging.
13.
He's raging, you know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
hard when you're raging.
So you've got your bonus action still.
Why I think for some reason I thought it was 4d10. Why? Never mind. It's been a long day.
That's a mighty potion, Jesus.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And with my bonus action, can I still move the hunter's mark from the one that died earlier? It's only been 1 round of combat since it died, or do I need to recast it?
I'll let you move it. I'm not too sure. It's something I need to look into.
Cool. I will move it. The hunter's mark to the big guy, and then with my remaining movement, I then try and climb the tree again.
Okay.
I won't be able to get very high.
As you move out of the range of the big guy, he's going to take a reactionary bite at you.
But obviously with disadvantage because I'm halfway up a tree.
Well, he would
Right.
have bit you on the ground, but he missed anyway.
And then I'm going to try and
So you're
climb
going
the tree.
halfway up the tree.
Oh, as much high up the tree as I can with
Okay.
what movement I've got left.
You get halfway up the tree, you then lose your footing, come crashing down, and then the guy's going to have a reaction to bite you as you left his combat area trying to get up the tree. However, he misses.
I am the tree, Snake Man.
He's definitely the tree, and my guys are rolling bad. Which brings us to Zavorax.
How are these guys looking?
The little guy's looking pretty rough. The big guy, not so much.
Okay. I'm gonna keep swinging at the little guy.
Okie dokies. That's definitely a hit.
Oh, I've got an advantage as well. I forgot about that. He's blind.
I am pretty sure that's a thing. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful.
well, Wellingtons.
I
Naughty.
don't know if I'm gonna do a. I'll save my divine smite. I'm not gonna do that. I've only got 1 spell slot left.
Oh wow.
Could I re-roll that to?
Yep.
Will help.
You do a concentration check as well, please, as the blood splattered over you and did a wee bit of damage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you've passed that. The
Okay.
spell's still going strong.
And I'll try and do it again. So doing it again.
It's a hit, but sadly no crit this time.
And I'll re-roll the whole thing. I mean, maybe better.
You can do
And I'll do
another
another
constitution
concentration.
check. Yeah, everything's hunky dory thanks to your conquest thingy, which makes it virtually impossible to lose concentration.
Hey,
brings-
plus 4.
Have you got any? Oh, you got your bonus action yet? Sorry, haven't you?
But yeah, I'll use the Imagigi, spiritual weapon,
That's a miss.
and that is me. That's me done.
Okay, which brings us to Mastiff.
Right.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
What about me?
sorry, no, it's Strasna.
Where is Strasbourg?
Yeah.
I'm up a tree, mate. I can
He actually
get
got up a tree.
easily.
Like you failed.
Yeah, so it is my turn, right? Yeah. I'm gonna shortbow this motherfucker out.
That's a hit.
Is it still alive?
Sure is. It hasn't gone bloop. To bring the white, good old Captain Wilco brings his two-handed longsword down, slicing a massive furrow out of the beast. He manages to smash it down to the ground, chopping its head off, and it goes bloop. However, much fiery blood goes all over Wilco, doing 6 points of fire damage.
Oh no.
Oh no, I should have used live drain. It's not humanoid, is it? No.
No.
What the fucking sort of humanoid do you see him walking around your town?
I don't know. I gotta check these
Human
things.
centipede over
With
here.
like 1,200 legs, man. Fuck.
Yeah, then I'm gonna longbow the other little guy over there.
Okay. That's a swing and a miss.
Spell work. Lightning damage, the big one.
Okay, it just hits. For 9 points of lightning damage. Now it's Mastiff.
Right. I am going to go mad for it. So I'm going to use reckless attacks and great weapon fighting because I'm Mastiff's thinking that
Ooh.
he only wants to get hit. Like he wants his hits to be as powerful as possible if he's going to get spaffed all over every time he hits them. So great weapon fighting for the first attack. No.
That's a miss.
When do I have to say I'm using action surge? Do I have to say I'm using it at the start or?
Whenever you want.
Okay.
It's best
Yeah,
either at the
that's-
beginning or the end, just so then we can keep like all the attacks separate and clean.
Yeah, I'm going to use action surge, which means I get 6 attacks, doesn't it?
Yep.
Right, so that's 1. Double tap. 23 minus 5.
Yeah, it just hits. That's an 18, so it does hit.
Oh, we need to re-roll that. Gonna re-roll the D12. D12. Oh, that's great. Yes, that. At least I get an extra 10 on top of whatever I did. Ready for the next one?
Yep.
No, he needs 18, so that's a miss.
Sure is.
26, that's a hit, isn't it?
That is a hit.
I'm going to re-roll the 2.
Taking good gouges out of him. Obviously, his spunking you with blood constantly as well.
That's 4. I've got 2 more attacks left. 25 is a hit.
Yep.
Another 1. Gonna re-roll the d12. A little better. I'm taking half damage from all this.
From this
Fire,
fire, yeah,
aren't I?
because of your fire potion.
The last one.
Ooh, nice.
It's a hit.
That. Reroll the 2. D6. Nice.
Nice.
Here's one.
All
Taking-
these improved criticals. That's mad.
Yeah, I know.
You're taking some good licks out of him, Jesus.
Good job I took that fire potion at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it would have done a lot of damage if you hadn't. So that brings us to Wonders. He's currently laying down on the job.
Don't know how to stand myself up.
Yeah, you can stand yourself up. It takes half your movement, but no one will bite you.
Don't
You don't know how. Alright, I'll do that. Because you're not actually leaving their attack range, so they won't bash you.
Okay. Yeah, so can you tell me how this would work in this scenario? Because I think we're going to start using it ever so slightly. So it's a bit of questioning around this one. For instance, after the blood spatters.
Well, for that, it's a minute cast time, so it'll take you 10 rounds to cast it.
Whoa, okay. These times I'm not used to. Alright, cool. Alright, fine. I will put back my spell and then go to I cost level 4 prayer healing. I feel kind of bad now, man. That's not actually what prayer healing actually does. But
It's my fault for not checking it. Obviously, when you
Yeah.
started using it, you'd never played before, and I mean, in fairness, it's pretty much the first time I DM'd as well, so we're all fresh behind the ears, so it matters not.
Basically, Wonders, Mo was saying it's his fault.
It is my fault.
So you can rest easy tonight.
Yeah, that's my fault why I'm still allowing you to do it, but I've nerfed it a little bit. So it does just under half damage, half healing.
have you reduced the die count?
Just the actual dice that it rolls. Still rolls the
It used to
same
be
amount.
D8, but
Yeah, now it rolls D4s.
now I'm D4. Oh man. Okay, alright, fine. Okay, sure.
That's just the
sure,
difference
sure,
between
sure.
6 seconds and 10 minute cast time.
How big's Wonders tube?
20 foot, 30 foot.
What the
10-foot radius, 20-foot tall.
Oh, it would have covered you. 10 foot wide, 20 foot high.
It's about the same width and height as a tree.
So
Bingo.
I wouldn't have been able. It required too much time to do it. It required 10 minutes.
Yeah, to the magic circle thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at that magic circle as well.
Just read Batch's thing in Twitch chat.
Then bonus action. Amount of touch distance of Gamol. So I'm going to use a bonus action to do. Yeah, I'm gonna put a faith myself because I don't want anyone to go down.
Okay,
Actually,
and
I
your
fancy
turn.
that.
To this guy who's going to try and bite Gamolf, who's been all cocky about this tree business.
I have the
Which-
tree.
Which is a hit. He bites down hard on the tree Gamulf, doing 26 points of fire damage. Brings us to the big one, who's going to try and bite Mastiff. Oh dearie me, you might want to just look at the stream.
Oh no, is it a crit?
Oh no.
And then just watch this. This is obscene. Man. When it's taking that long to roll because there's that many dice. It can't do it all.
Fuck.
Who's it attacking?
You.
Oh no.
Goodbye, my lover.
It doesn't seem to want to roll the dice. Oh, there we go.
I will wear your copies. I will wear your copies tonight.
Well, at least it's halved because that's a lot of damage.
My Mastiff. Oh shit. Oh, it does many damages.
Jesus.
That's just short of a ton.
Yeah, I think even halved it almost permadeaths you.
It does 50 damage. Well, like 48.
Took it like a champ. Not only the rest of you, everyone else will be fought. Mastiff.
You are now once again grappled and restrained.
Surprise!
In its mouth as it's trying to gobble you. Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble.
Brings us to Tree Boy.
I'm going to stand up. And for the third time, I'm not even going to use my bonus action to get out of the way of the dick snake. I am going to climb the tree acrobatically.
Okay, you manage it as you get out of the range of the dick snake. He's going to take a bite, which is a hit at 22, hitting you for 30 points of damage. As you try and backflip over him, jumping up the tree, he manages to catch you in the back and rag you onto the floor, once again unconscious, next to your friendly tree. Which brings us to Zavora.
Aroused.
The best kind.
A second arousement appears under the tree.
And then the third.
The tentacles still there?
Yeah, the tentacles are still in play.
If I were to move, you can see that. To move there. Wouldn't provoke any opportunity attacks, would it? Because I'm kind of staying feet away at all times.
Depends on its attack range, doesn't it?
It's very much depend on its attack. Okay, I'm gonna use my just to be double safe here. I'm gonna use my boots of speed, so I'm gonna click them together. Which gives me people disadvantage on any opportunity attacks. That's my bonus turn.
Okay.
And a move 30 feet to about there. About there. How do you make it go in a... No. Yeah, that'll be fine.
How do you make it?
I was gonna say go to like a more specific point.
Oh, you need to hold Alt when you move, and then you can move it to a. It doesn't snap if you're holding down Alt when you move.
Oh, to about there. I think that's because I want to be 10 feet from both of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack the little one.
Okay.
With my glaive.
Yeah, it's definitely a hit.
And I'll re-roll that. Once.
Nice, you slash it with a glaive and blood spurts out, sizzling on the snow, not quite managing to reach her, barely missing wonders.
Okay, good, and I'll attack again.
That is a hit on the little guy.
It is my turn.
Okie dokie. There's two Strasner up a tree.
Little one will shortbow the little one.
No, he won't.
Well, he will. He'll just miss. Little one again.
That's a hit. As old Captain Wilco draws his magical bow back, letting the arrow strike through, goes right through the eye, sticking out the back of the head. As the Rasmus dies, it goes "Rawr!" Bloop.
That White looks like he's had serious military training before.
Yeah, he's fucking critting all over the place.
Sharpshooter. And then he's going to longbow the big fatty.
That's a hit.
Big fatty again.
That's a miss.
Yeah, that's fine. That's just to get rid of the spell.
Yep. So if you can do your strength check, please. In a breakout.
Acrobatics, was it?
Athletics. To try and just physically break the grapple as it's got you in its jaws. So a 27, eh? Rolled a 22, so once again you managed to break free of its jaws.
Nice. And then that used up my action, did it?
Yep, that's your action to prise its jaws open. You've obviously still got your bonusy.
I'm just gonna twat it again.
Okie dokie.
Just a run-of-the-mill twattage. Classic.
Just like Tesco 2-stripe twattage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Red streak from.
Reroll the d6.
Fucking hell. Nice.
Okay. Is that your turn?
It is.
You're looking pretty low on health.
Maybe our healer will sort it out.
Healer's been fucking nerfed.
Big time. I'm really pouting over it. I'm just like, what am I gonna do? I only got flipping Ring of the Rams.
Yeah, but you got 10 vials of holy water, which
You've also got some crazy horn. You've also got crazy horn.
At least everywhere will be wet.
Have you used the horn yet?
He has not used the horn yet.
I've used the horn.
I can get the horn all up inside him.
Let's no memento before I get horn in. I'm going to pick up the homeboy with a bonus action. I do healing. What? That's distance.
Yeah, healing words, your distance one. That's a bonus action.
Please, sir. What's that? You want this one? I'm gonna do it. A level 2.
Okay, there's a healing for 10. His eyes split open again at the bottom of the tree.
Then, yeah, from the Magnum advice, I'm gonna go for where am I putting it? It's over here. Want to see this thing?
Mastiff, if you can roll a d4 and a d8, please.
God. D4.
Wait for this.
D8.
Okay. So your exhaustion level has been increased by 1.
Oh, fuck off.
And you've also lost 7 HP.
Yeah, because I was fine for health. Who the fuck did that?
And Gamulf, if you can roll a d4, please.
Do I want to roll the d4?
Fuck you, go.
You have to roll the
You
d4.
have to, otherwise I'll
Just I won't play Tarkov with you. You take ahead.
That looks like a 3.
It's a
From
one.
where I'm sat, that's like completely
Doesn't
balanced
matter.
on its edge, man. That's a 3.
So, if you
Never
feel
I
it,
can see the pointy end. I can see 2 1s and 2 3s. That's balanced on its edge.
It says what it's done.
it says in the chat window, I'm afraid.
Yeah, classic bullshit.
That means you feel revitalized energy fill your body. You no longer feel any forms of fatigue. You get advantage on the next thing that you do.
Yeah, perfect.
just
It
like
was a
in
1 the
Payday.
whole time. I thought it was a 1.
Sorry about that, Wonders.
No, it's fine. I was seeing what happened to the spot. Alright,
I'm gonna
wondering
die on
whether-
my next round.
and I'm not gonna lie, like I would be fully confident back in the old healing word that you would not die if I casted a. I'm gonna blow my horn.
Ooh,
Gonna blow his
Horn
horn.
does.
Oof. A good horn. So
Kills everyone within earshot. Oh fuck!
so it does a massive 30-foot cone, which definitely hits him. You need to roll 5d6.
5d6.
With a potential 95, you got 21.
So it makes it save, and if you can roll a percentile dice, so the D100, please, Wonders.
That's a small percent chance.
Nothing happens. You good?
Yeah?
Nothing to worry about.
Everyone just keep walking
That
calmly
means
on.
there's definitely something to worry about.
Wait, I need to open up that
Nothing
horn
to
of
see
laughter
here.
again.
There's nothing to worry about.
Okay, I think that's me done. I use my bonus to pick up the ammo and my action to blow up.
Bear with me a sec. So Mike, you want just to confirm, you want Gamwolf the Tree Boy to do that, yeah? Nice, another D4 on the evil one. I'm just waiting for clarification off chat, but it's that'll make things go anyway.
You guys, I'm gonna. 1 minute, I need to explore. I need to figure this out.
Well, it's you use the horn, so that's your action.
Yeah, no, sorry. I'm figuring out what
Right.
I'm doing for the future.
How you been nerfed?
If you can roll a. Sorry, it was Mark Duxbury. Who's that for, Mark? Sorry. Can't see you told to do the roll. Sorry, I can see that it was Mark, not you, Mike. I just don't know who you want to roll against. Anyone. Strasner, roll a d4, please.
Oh god, he's so close as well. He's real angry about it.
You suffer a level of exhaustion.
Oh no.
Does it cause him to fall out of the tree? As the least athletic member of the party, the only person who shouldn't be able to climb a fucking tree?
It does
Sticky
not,
shoes. Sticky shoes.
because he's got some fancy boots
Oh,
that you don't know
sticky, sticky fucking shoes. What
Yeah,
a surprise.
Sticky slippers.
about. Okay.
Sticky slippers.
It's
Key
gonna-
slippers.
gonna
How
He's
take-
got massive jets after wearing his fucking codpiece.
Who has slippers in this time period?
So it bites
Me?
Mastiff, knocking him unconscious.
Sticky slippers and glasses on. You look like
Yeah, and a shield with eyes.
you look like a former disgraced BBC presenter who smokes cigars.
Oh shit, that's not what I'm role playing.
Yeah.
Wow, you
Did
got
you-
glasses and sticky slippers.
I don't know if you heard me then, Mastiff.
Can you hear what it is yet?
Mastiff, did you hear me
No, what happened?
when I said you got knocked unconscious?
Oh no, can I stand back up, please?
That's also the wrong guy, Mastiff.
With your racial ability, I'm guessing.
Yeah. What? Well, how many different kitty fiddlers was there? Was it? Were we gonna go through the list?
Well,
Is
there's
it Jim will
the
fix
main
it?
one. Yeah, Jim.
Jim will fix it. What? What was the other one? Gary. Gary's
Rolf?
Gary's like a tough Rolf. Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking
No.
about Rolf. With his extra
Sam.
leg.
It's Sam.
Brings us to Gamulf.
Well, I think we know where I'm going.
Up the tree by any
Yeah.
chance?
Yeah, but I've got advantage on climbing the tree. So
But the thing isn't by you anymore.
no, but I get advantage because of the chat died.
Why do you need to be up the tree now?
Yeah, so you managed to stand up and climb 15 foot up the tree.
Don't you worry about the fucking why I'm up the tree. And then from the tree, I am going to unleash freezing boom.
Which is a miss. That was a bit
If only
anticlimactic.
you had advantage. If only you had advantage.
And then with my bonus action, I'm going to ask Wolf to bite it in the under penis.
In the under penis, okay.
Oh.
Wolf cannot find the under penis.
You son of a bitch, you useless dog! I guess I'm just up the tree then.
Yeah, just halfway up a tree, which brings us to Zavorax.
I'm just gonna start swinging at it. Glaive of penetrating cold. Try and penetrate it real good.
Oh, that's some good penetration.
And again.
You don't need to again. As you bring the glaive down, it slices deep into its body, causing much blood to explode everywhere as it goes bloop out of existence. But everyone within a 10-meter radius takes 23 points of damage. So that's Wolfie.
Hi, Wolf.
So Wolf is unconscious. Mastiff's unconscious.
Someone rub my crotch.
No, we're going to use you like a health cow and rub your crotch over Wolfie.
Like a health
can
cow. Like a health cow is like a thing. The infamous health cow.
One oh yeah. Okay, well I'll
And there you go.
run over and yeah.
Your
Work
fork,
on it.
Mastiff.
I'm gonna slap him round the face with my lay on hands for 5 points of damage. 5 points of
5 points
healing.
of damage.
I'm going to jump out of the tree with a triple backflip pirouette.
Yep, you manage. It's the best thing everyone's seen all day.
Nobody was looking though.
But nobody was looking.
I'm
And
gonna walk over to
I
Wolfie.
land next to Wonders and kiss him on the cheek for the heels.
I'm gonna give
All
him
in one
5
movement.
Right.
Well,
I'm going to.
Me as well.
Start. What does my codpiece recharge on a short rest or a long rest?
It's a long rest.
Fair one. I'm going to start a short rest to get one, and I'm going to use my new high heals to knock off one level of exhaustion
Okie dokie.
while I start to rest. Tell me when I can use my heals, please.
Okay, so let's start having a look at. Well, these things have got some valuable stuff. We got some valuable stuff out of the babies. But I can imagine there's going to be some very valuable stuff from the adults.
Yes, I'll investigate them.
I'm going to start reading my poisoners book. No.
Okie dokie.
With a what sort of check?
I'd be an investigation check as you just read. Oh, it depends. Are you just flicking through or are you proper studying?
No, well, I'm looking to find out if giant blue many
matter.
leg penises have any poisonal properties?
They do not appear in the book at all.
Ugh. Put my book away. It's been a really fucking bad day for Gamov.
Strozny, you can't see or find anything on the creatures. They don't seem to carry anything on them.
Okay. You want some? What was it? It was the gland we got last time. We figured out it was the.
It was like the bile gland, I believe.
Yeah. Who has good?
So you can start rolling hit dice if you want to rest up and just add it to yourself. Or you're discussing who's going to be having at it.
We need to decide who's going to have at it.
But I'll give it to Gamov today. I'm sulking near the tree, that Gamov, because I feel weak.
I'll say, yeah, hold on to my glaive, or hold on to my glaive while you're doing it, because that gives you fire resistance. Because these things will fire on you. Like, you just really don't want to see you die. So you can use my glaive, and that'll give you half damage from fire.
Mo, does my whitey boy get?
He gets hit dice, yeah.
Whitey boy, god damn it. This is a moment.
Is our D8. And your skeletons are also D8s.
God damn it.
It's whatever you roll plus their constitution bonus is how much they heal for.
32. What did we harvest from these fucking things last time, by the way? Wonders. As
I think it was their glands.
Yeah,
Their fire. It's their fire sac. Fire sac gland or something.
Let's get some fire sacks.
So Gamov, did you hear me when I said I'll lend you my glaive?
For what?
So because they're full of fire, if you cut into them, you'll take damage. If you hold my glaive, it gives you resistance to fire damage, and I want you to be safe. I don't want you to die, you know.
What sort of weapon is a glaive?
It's a two-handed glaive. It's like a long shaft with a curved blade on the end.
You can just hold it in one hand while you cut with the other.
Yeah, but am I? Is that something that I can do without disadvantage?
You're not proficient with it, so your ability check would be at well, you've got advantage because. Oh no, it'd just be a flat check.
Tape it to his back.
It'd still overbear him, and you've actually got to technically be wielding it to get the bonus.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I'll just use my my dagger and hope for the best. As Wonder's got proficiency with those sort of weapons because he can also perform complicated surgical procedures on dead animals.
He does not. He
God.
doesn't have martial weapons either.
What if I hold it in my hand, but Zavorax is also holding my hand, like
and you can do it with a flat roll, no disadvantage, but you'd only receive a quarter damage reduction instead of half.
Yeah, I'll take it. And Zavorax has to be so close to me, he's like hissing in my ear. Lizardy tongue is flicking in and out of my ear.
That's fine.
It's gonna be like.
Zavorax, let's harvest some fire sacks. Hold my hand.
So get a rolling.
This is your
survival.
job.
Survival, yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Zavorax, you weren't holding my hand tight enough.
So you really struggle on two of the young ones. They're beyond use. So you've got two more young ones, and then you've got the two big guys to go at.
Hold my goddamn hands, Vorax.
You fuck them up as well. You've just got the two big guys left.
Have we guidance?
Yeah,
Yeah.
those were that. That was those.
The guidance
Oh.
is going to make no difference on them shitty rolls.
Yeah,
Wonders has been rolling the guidance for you if you look in the
Okay.
chat.
Yeah. Okay. Hold me. Hold me.
So do
I'm
you?
saying-
fucking do it right.
So the first one you managed to easily extract a mature Resmeraz gland.
Is that actually how you pronounce it?
I'm awful at pronunciation.
So
Raspberry.
in my inventory, I'm putting
Razzmatazz.
full size Razzmatazz gland.
Razzmatazz gland will be fine. I know what you mean.
Razzmatazz. Oh god! I've hit so many buttons. It looks like the name of Elon Musk's child. Razzmatazz gland. Okay. Cool. Anything else we want to harvest?
Isn't there the other fully grown razzmatazz?
Yeah, there's the other fully grown Razzmatazz.
Does that roll not count for it?
Nope, they're big, so you do them one at once.
Okay. Okay. That's right. Hold me like you just held me.
You managed to get a second one successfully.
2 full size. Yeah, the baby ones are worth nothing. That's why I couldn't. That's why I wasn't trying. Gland. Anything else worth getting?
As far as you
Um,
recall, there is not.
Cat?
Alright. Has Mastiff stood up from his little nap yet?
Does an ability be relevant to see if we knew if that, or did we just find out that it was the gland that was?
It was you rolled really well last time on your check, and it
Oh,
was
okay.
just the gland.
Mastiff's just investigating around him.
Yeah, you can see that the ice in the river is starting to freeze over again already. There is a severe chill in the air. The blizzard does seem to be lifting somewhat, increasing your sight, and there is a. You can see across the other side of the bank. There is something of interest.
Oh, a pile of gold.
Oh, hello.
Gold.
Before we head over, I'm just going to stab one of those big razzmatazz and cut open its belly to see if there's anything inside.
Okay, as you cut it open, loads of blood spurts all over you, hitting you for 20 damage. There's just more blood and old meals. There's nothing left. It's completely dissolved.
Nothing good in there.
Cool. I'm going to send my skeleton over on a walk to see the gold.
Okay, the ice is starting to creak a little bit, but it does seem like there's nothing happening.
I walk across. Gold.
It's a trap! It's a trap!
Well, that doesn't work because the skeletons. Wonders was close enough to get pulled in. The skeleton
Oh.
won't be heavy enough to do that. Because basically what happens is the whole ice shelf just gives way and you all fall into it.
Whoa.
Because
Whose
the,
ice shelf?
the whole thing you're stood on has been undermined by the Razmarazes building their nest. And it's weakened the entire structure and you all fall through the floor.
Ah, fuck.
Dang.
And dead. And that's the end of the
And-
campaign.
That's where we'll leave it.
Bro.
The end of the campaign.
And that's a
It's just one giant black square. What?
Top right.
Top right. Top right.
Top
That's
right,
right.
we've all fallen into like a,
oh,
I don't know, a bowl of all bran or
God
something.
fucking damn it.
So you-
Wonders.
you've all-
Again.
There was, them big Razmaras have been tunneling around, which has caused the ground to be really weak and full of tunnels. You managed to fall through one, and you seem to have landed in a natural forming cave.
How convenient.
I thought we stood on a frozen lake.
You just fell through.
Oh, well. boys and girls. Pleasure.
Yeah,
Damn.
and that's where we're going to leave it.
Good guys.
Good cliffhanger.
Everybody.
Oh, I didn't think we'd be terrified of those big fuckers.
Ah, they're,
Fuck
they're,
you,
they're, not,
shine.
Okay.
they're alright as long as they come at one at once.
Yeah.
Who's that, Mo?
That is a dead corpse.
Thought that was one of us.
That's not one of you.
Did Geralt get caught underneath?
Basically, as the ceiling fell in and it crushed someone underfoot.
Someone.
Yeah, just someone.
If,
We'll deal with them next
Just-
time.
does Mastiff's magic codpiece have revival properties if he teabagged the corpse?
Try. On
I can tell you for a
next
fact,
episode.
it doesn't work when they're dead.
Yeah, we can try.
We can always try.
You gotta get them to swallow the fluid as well, instead of just like massage the throat of the corpse. Yeah, get it in you.
No, you gotta like stab its throat, like, and then put a biro in it.
Alright, I'm gonna go. Good game.
Bye.
Right? That's how it
thanks.
works.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers, guys.
I'm just going to sign off the stream. I'll catch you guys later.
See you later.
So, that was an interesting one. Some shenanigans, some big razzmarazzes. Now they've fallen into a mysterious cave, which is full of many shenanigans. So we'll just have a quick look to see who's around for raiding. I'll be back on Wednesday at 4 PM GMT with the B team. That's always comical. So it looks like we'll raid Valgal, who's playing at Portal 2, one of General Chaos's part of their community. So hopefully my raid will actually work, because usually my raids have failed. I'm renowned for having dodgy raids. Well, yeah, thanks a lot for coming, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.